The game we're playing tonight is Honey Heist. It's HoneyCon 2019. You're going to undertake the greatest heist the world has ever seen. Two things. One, you have a complex plan that requires precise timing. Two, you're a goddamn bear. So, now, let's generate our bears. So everybody get your dice, roll your stuff, mark it as necessary. If you get a result you don't like, just pick something you like. It doesn't really matter.
I'm a unhinged sorry, honey badger.
Retired.
And I'm the muscle. That actually.
So mark off what you roll, and then let me know, and I'll do a little register of bears.
No. You're supposed to do descriptor and then bear type.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Retired honey badger. Just roll twice.
I think 3 times. So you had to choose your roll.
Oh,
Nope.
my roll.
Okay.
Beef.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Bye.
Got it.
You can choose the bonus hat table, can we?
Everybody must roll on the hat table. Here's a D8.
On what table? Oh,
The hat
yeah,
table.
You need a hat.
Yes.
To wear an awesome hat.
Oh, and I'm wearing a crown. I
Nice.
think you're doing pretty good rolls so far.
Yeah, crown.
Cowboy
Cowboy.
hat. There you go.
Just cowboy though, not cowboy hat.
You're wearing a cowboy hat.
Cowboy.
Yeah, that sounds like a bear.
A top hat.
Top hat.
So, I'm sorry, I've forgotten your name. Because I'm
Emma.
terrible. Emma.
No, I know. I think we only interacted a couple times. Yeah.
Alright, Alex, tell me about your bear.
I am an unhinged honey badger, and I am the muscle. And I wear a crown.
Most important feature.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name?
Smokey.
Smokey.
Stats. Actions.
Emma, tell me about your bear.
I'm a retired honey badger thief with a cowboy hat. I think my name is Momo.
Cowboy hat. Momo.
Momo.
Carrie, tell me about your bear.
I'm a washed up black bear. Who's a hacker and wearing a top hat. For a name, though, I don't know. I'll get back to you.
Dressed in black with a top hat? Oh, very formal.
Yeah.
Yep. What kind of name should my bear have, I think?
Lady Chatterley.
There we go. That's my
Something
name.
royal. Shattered.
Lady Chatterley?
It's the literary character.
Sure. Why not?
With a top hat. My lady.
Where's your bear's
Lady
special skill? Have we not done that yet?
The role?
It depends on your
I
Ah.
see. I see.
your
You
descriptor
I
and
have a
your
really awesome special skill.
which is
I am an incompetent panda,
incompetent panda.
which is the face of the operation. And I'm wearing a trilby.
There you go.
I want to see a picture.
You still like it.
Not bad. A panda.
Chris, what's your bear's name?
Gunther.
Gunther.
Yeah.
It's a very Asian name.
Hey, he's
Hey.
from a zoo.
true.
Gunther.
Gunther. Yeah, he's from the German dude.
Oh, it's Gunther?
Yeah.
We can't go one recording without a ridiculous German accent.
Gunther.
All right, so we have an unhinged honey badger muscle wearing a crown named Smokey, a retired honey badger thief with a cowboy hat named Momo, an incompetent panda face in a trilby named Gunther, and a washed-up black bear hacker with a top hat named Lady Chatterley.
You can call me Lady for short.
All right, here's the information. Actually, let's run over the rules real quick, just because it's good to start there. So, this is a very simple game. Basically, everybody starts out. Everybody has two stats: bear and criminal. Both of those stats start out for everybody at 3. Whenever you need to do something that relies on mauling stuff, physical harm, scaring people, and bear stuff in general, you're rolling the bear skill. Whenever you're doing anything not bear related, that's the criminal skill. You have to make a skill check, you roll a d6, and you have to roll equal to or under your whatever the stat is. Over the course of the game, these stats will change. Every time things go according to plan, everything goes off without a hitch, your criminal will increase by 1, and your bear will decrease by 1. Whenever things go wrong, get messy, get loud, your bear is going to increase by 1, and your criminal is going to decrease by 1. We don't track hit points or anything in this game, but the way you effectively lose is if ever your bear or criminal skills reach 6, the game is effectively over for you. If your bear reaches 6, you flip out and go completely bear crazy and eventually get picked up by animal control. If your criminal ever reaches 6, you spontaneously grow a mustache, start twirling it, and then betray all your friends. So part of playing the game is sort of keeping your stats under control. Aside from changing your stats when things go well or go badly, you can also take certain actions to affect your stats. You can increase your criminal by having a flashback to tell us how you prepared for this operation. You can increase your bear by eating a bunch of honey. Fortunately, you're at HoneyCon 2019, so it's an abundant supply. You just might make a mess. So, here's the score. HoneyCon 2019 is taking place in the Boston Convention and Events Center. The star exhibition of the convention is the display of the sarcophagus of Ra. It is honey set aside by Pharaoh Kaberhotep's mummified pet bear. It's fabled to be the most exquisite honey in existence. It's said to be sunlight transformed into sort of a liquid, sort of sticky state. And it is worth millions on the black bear market. It is owned by, Baroness Ursula Major. And she is displaying this newly recovered artifact as the main presentation in the main theater at 5 p.m. at the end of the con. So, you'll be arriving around noon to case the joint, figure out your approach, and to steal that goddamn honey. So, you find yourselves at the front entrance of the Boston Convention Center. As you approach the doors, it's the lines have thinned out. It's noon, so everybody who wanted to get there early is already inside. As you approach security, one of them sort of has his nose down in his phone. He says, "Place your bags on the table," and then he looks up and suddenly sees the 4 of you, massive bears, wearing hats in front of him. He goes, "Holy shit!" And then his buddy goes over, "Calm down, Steve, calm down. It's just more of the cosplayers." He gives you a second look. Good costumes, though, guys. We're going to need to see your passes. What do you guys do?
That we're talking bears? Are we talking bears?
Your
Not
bears.
talking bear.
We can sort of
You could
mangle
mangle
human
human speech.
speech.
You can talk to each other.
What was that? You're gonna have to speak up. I can't really hear you through the costume there. Excellent craftsmanship. God, it's so lifelike. The eyes.
I look at him deeply
Mm-hmm.
until my eyes start to kind of glaze over. I don't say anything.
Giving them the mad dog stare, mad bear stare.
I'm still staring.
And then I'm gonna come up next to him and sort of strike a pose.
All right, so are you trying to intimidate, and are you trying to sort of win them over?
Win them over.
Okay. He's just doing a stare.
I'm just staring. Haven't blinked yet.
Gunther, give me a criminal roll.
Oh no.
Yeah, it has to be on the table for it to
I know.
work.
Thank you. Jeez. A 5.
Ooh, that fails.
Ooh, yeah, okay, so the first one, the one who was surprised, squints at you guys a little closer and he's like, Bob, what if these aren't cosplayers? What if these are actual bears?
I'm just gonna walk right through. I'm a bear. See ya.
Okay, give me a bear roll to intimidate them into not checking you.
Nice.
Fun.
All right, cool. So I think here we're gonna use our first modification of stats. Gunther's you're gonna increase your bear by 1 and reduce your criminal by 1. Lady Chatterley, you're going to increase your criminal by 1 and reduce your bear by 1.
Alright.
So
So I'm increasing criminal? No. Right? No, I'm increasing bear, decreasing
you're
criminal.
increasing bear and decreasing criminal. Yep.
Where's the pen go?
With the pingo.
And Carrie's doing the opposite.
Yeah.
Well, Bob says, "Come on, Jimmy, get with it. If they were real bears, would they be wearing hats?" He's like, "Well, no, I guess not. Yeah, come on in, guys. I don't need to see your badges. I'm sure you don't have any friggin' pockets on them things." And they just sort of wave you on through. They notice you don't have any bags to go through, so.
Excellent.
So long as you guys don't beep when you go through the metal detector, you're fine. Do any of you beep?
I have a crown on.
You've set the crown off to the side, or
No, I'm wearing my crown. And I let off the metal.
sir, you need to put the crown off to the side. All right. Yeah, go back out. Try this again. Okay, you're good. Go on through. Enjoy the convention, whatever the hell it is. Yeah, they are thoroughly mystified by whatever the hell is going on here. So as you walk into the main lobby, you see, man, just a lot of people are here for HoneyCon. And it's hard to keep track of who they all are. There's a bunch of folks that are cosplaying as bears and bees and beekeepers. This is the premier event for honey exhibition in the United States of America, so it attracts anybody with any sort of honey enthusiasm.
Are there any samples?
Oh God, wait till you get to the exhibition floor. Keep it under control. Keep it under control. You see a bunch of more business-like folks, and you can tell by some of the equipment they're carrying with them. These are actual beekeepers, people who are in the industry of making honey for sale and consumption. And then there's a bunch of more academic types, and you can tell by some of the literature they're perusing through. They seem bored by whatever else is going on here, but a lot of their literature relates to ancient Egypt. So you imagine they're here for the sarcophagus of Ra. I can't talk. I'm sorry. This isn't working. So from here, you can explore, talk to people. You can go to the convention, the exposition hall floor. You can explore some of the side rooms and see the panels. What would you guys like to do?
Yeah.
Is there anything that looks like bamboo around?
Out of the corner of your eye, you see you can sort of see through the back wall of the lobby, which is glass, and it looks out over the expo hall floor.
Right.
And you can see some rather impressive displays. A lot of them are the traditional, black painted steel to hold up lights and such. But a couple of them are actually bamboo, so that certainly catches your eye.
Nice. So could we talk to each other?
Yeah, you can absolutely talk to each other.
Nice.
We speak bear language.
Let's go down the escalator.
You like bamboo?
I love bamboo.
Yeah, maybe you need some bamboo.
Okay,
I see some bamboo over there.
so you guys all head down to the expo hall floor?
Sure.
Definitely.
Indian.
Smells good.
So how are we gonna get this thing? What's the plan?
So you have to make a
I
list
think
to
one of
steal
us
honey?
should cause a distraction.
Yes.
And then once that's worked, I think another one of us should cause another distraction. And then we should go for the honey. How's that sound?
When?
After the second distraction.
Sounds
The
good.
first distraction.
First distraction, second distraction, honey.
Okay, so first, second,
Honey.
honey.
Get that honey, son.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Need to do some street performing or something. Make a crowd form.
There
Okay.
you go.
We're
For
gonna climb up
distraction.
into the rafters and just
But
start
when?
like hanging from up there.
Oh
And,
yeah.
yeah, people will
When?
probably.
When are we gonna do distractions?
I'll start now if you want. I'll do the first one.
Should we? Maybe we should wait until after the second distraction to get the honey.
That's a really good idea.
That's what I thought.
That sounds according to the
I'm
plan.
glad you're on the same wavelength that I'm
Yes.
at. So
What
Ma-
should the distractions be again?
that's a good question. did you have a thought?
Were we gonna
Could
dance?
use a unicycle or
Oh,
something.
yeah.
Just some bear
Oh, yeah, there you
performing.
go.
Circus
We
bear.
could dance. with the unicycles.
Maybe.
Let
Or-
the
Or-
people all
Hun-
synchronize
Maybe
and
right
dance
now
together.
it's like in the middle of. It's right over there, right? Everyone's gonna see us take the honey.
Mm-hmm.
What if we wait until they take it out and bring it to the main theater later today? And when it's on its way up, we
Oh yeah. Wow. It's during the transport.
During the
That's
transport.
probably the perfect time
it's probably a good time.
to do it. Security
Transporting.
might be,
They might be anticipating.
anticipating something like
During
this
the
during
transport.
the transport.
But we're bears.
But we are bears.
So you're discussing this as you're descending the escalator onto the expo hall floor.
No, we just like stopped at the end of the escalator, and all the people that are going down behind us just start piling up.
Bear,
All
bear,
right,
bear.
so that's perfect. That's the most realistic description of something that happens in the convention center. So while you're standing there, this large human man approaches you. He is heavily muscled. He's wearing a polo shirt that is 3 sizes too small. He has a large bushy beard, and he's wearing thick Oakley sunglasses. He approaches you, aggressively chewing gum. You guys need to move. You are in the way. You are obstructing traffic. I need you to move off to the side. I need you to stop causing trouble right now.
What color is this polo?
Black.
Okay. I give him a big hug.
Sir, you need to unhand me right now. And just to show you he's serious, he whips off his sunglasses, and underneath his sunglasses, he's got an eye patch. Sir, you need to step right back. And he reaches for his belt, and he's got a can of bear spray.
Everybody
geez.
backs off.
I'll put him down and I back away.
All right, that's good. That's good. You need to not be touching the other people. You cosplayers, you are way too friendly. Way too friendly. Inappropriate for the setting. And he holsters his bear spray again, like lightning fast. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry that was a little confrontational. My name is Grizzly Adams. I am the head of security here. If you see anything that is inappropriate or unsafe, I want you to notify me or any of my security personnel immediately. Can you do that for me, ladies and gentlemen? Excellent! And then he, like, whips an about face and marches off.
Wow.
Watch out for that guy.
Yeah.
So, looking around after you see all this, you see the closest booth near you. There's two that you can see so far. One is called Brew and Gold, which is honey beer and mead, and a wide selection there. And another is called Bear Necessities, which is high-end beekeeping supplies, including beekeeper costumes in all shapes and sizes. And you can see that there's a lot more beyond that if you want to keep looking. Interspersed throughout the bigger booths are uncountable numbers of artisanal honey producers that are there to hawk their wares. And they're all giving out free samples.
I head towards the samples,
Okay.
and I'm sniffing around.
So the first one has hints of raspberry, but it's very subtle. It's not overpowering.
So is there something I can kind of dip my finger in and...
Oh yeah, they've got little these tiny little plastic cups for you to sample,
Yeah.
like little
I
disposable.
don't
shot
grab a
glasses.
cup, but I just kind of stick my finger in one and...
The person running that booth is like picks that one up and tosses it in the trash can.
I do.
Sir, that is our raspberry honey. It is one of our best-selling brands. Are you interested? I can put you down for as much as you would like to be delivered to your home.
Completely ignore him. And I
He's like,
am
okay,
now
yeah,
looking
that's
at
been
him.
my day so far. Thank
and
you.
what's this one? What's this one?
And so he picks up that sample cup and drops it into the trash. It's been contaminated.
Which
Well,
booth was this?
I'm gonna walk
This is
up.
one of the random honey sellers.
Okay.
I'm gonna
That
walk
is
over
our
and,
blackberry honey. Can I interest you in buying any of it?
I'm gonna look up through samples, cups and all, and just.
I'm gonna take. So there's some sort of foliage that he has on the side of his booth,
Mm-hmm.
right, to make it look like a bee's nest and then branches
Yep,
coming up.
yep.
I'm just gonna sort of take one of the branches that's hanging and just sort of snap it off and start eating it.
Sir, can I interest you in any of our free samples over here?
No. Or no.
Yes, it's important that when you're talking to people, you tell me what you sound like.
Yeah.
So, no, is perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, all right. Just keep your hands off the settings. Jesus, I need to take this to the farmers market next week. Does anybody want to buy anything? Want to know about these samples? No.
I'm gonna point over my shoulder to the thing in the middle, sarcophagus.
Okay, so it's not on display. It's
not,
it's
okay.
actually secreted away. However, there is a banner up on the wall advertising
Okay.
the seminar that's taking place at 5 p.m. where they're showing this off.
Mhm.
Did I say 5 p.m.? It's 5 p.m. now. If I didn't say 5 p.m. before,
And what time are they showing it off?
5 p.m.
Oh. So we should.
Yeah, so you have about 5 hours
Right.
to get everything lined up. The sarcophagus, yeah, that's, between you and me, it's an interesting cultural artifact, but how do we know there's even any honey in it? I mean, it's probably pretty gross, too. It's like
There's only one
3,000
way to
years
find out.
old.
There is only one way to find out.
So you guys just gorging yourselves on honey?
Scratching my back
At this
on it.
point, I am.
Okay. Increase your bear by 1 and reduce your
I
criminal
like that.
by 1.
Yeah. I'll probably do that.
So my bear is now
Slapping up the samples.
4
Okay.
and 2.
So, I'm gonna go find that head of... So I think we should go find that head of security. And,
Sunglasses.
yeah, and try to figure out where they're keeping it now, so we know what route they're gonna take.
Maybe we should just eat
Because they're not...
it now. Find it, eat it, leave.
Eat it here?
We have 5 hours to find it. We can take out the head of security. I will take him out. I've had enough honey at this point that I'm pretty sure I can hit him in one good maul. And then, the sarcophagus is ours. Maybe that's a little violent, but we're bears.
Stick around and try to find it.
Yeah, but I'm a panda.
You're probably
Oh,
taking
honey,
a
I'm
nap
confident
somewhere
panda.
around it. Yeah.
I don't think I could do that.
He's off.
I'm a honey badger.
I'm a black bear.
Oh, I
I'm
think
the muscle.
just real quick, one thing I forgot to mention when we were talking about the rules real quick. Normally you roll 1d6 and check it to see if it's equal to or lower than your current skill.
Mm-hmm.
If this is something that relates to your bear special ability or your job, you roll 2d6 and take the lowest.
What if it's both of them?
Your job?
You roll
And
2d6
your...
take the lowest.
Okay, sure.
How is a bear a hacker?
You can still hack things.
How are you wearing a hat? Riddle me that.
How are you walking into the Boston Convention Center? Stealing honey.
Hack my way into it.
Don't interrogate it too hard. It's just going to go wrong. Come on, later, Chatterley.
So yeah, I want
Sounded
to
good.
go find the head of security.
Okay.
Do I see him walking around in his
Yeah, sir. So
puffy polo shirt?
he sort of, like, pushes people aggressively out of his way. So it's not hard to follow him. And you can tell that you can always find him because whenever there's a security person nearby, they salute him as he walks past. And as soon as he's gone, they just fucking roll their eyes. So you can...
So I see that, right? And
Mhm.
then is anyone coming with me or?
I'll come with you.
Okay. So
Still-
I go up to the
still
security
honey.
guard that he just passed,
Mhm.
and I go,
Dude, I know, right? But whatever, man. It's just until this event's over, and then the contract's up, and then we're fucking out of here. That douchebag, we don't have to see him anymore. Yeah, I know. So how you doing, man? That's an awesome costume.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, paws. 2 paws up. Yeah, I got you, bud. You know what? I know he does a lot of wandering around. So long as you know, you can generally find where he is and just stay out of his way, and you'll have a good time. I'm not sure I follow you, bud. So give me a criminal roll if you want to get him to answer your questions here.
okay. Oh, that's interesting. So it has to be lower.
Lower.
You've become more of a bear, haven't you?
Well, remember, at any time, you can do a flashback to tell me how you prepared for this heist in
Yeah.
order to gain 1 criminal.
To move 1 point from.
Okay. Yeah, I should probably do that since I'm at 3 for that, and that's not good. Where's that pen? Can I have a pen? I wrote down 2, but it's 3. No, it's not 3. It's 2. Right? So before I was at 3 and 3, right?
Yep.
And I went up to 4 and down to 2.
Yep.
So 2 for criminal. So I have to roll out 2 or less.
Yeah, if you're going to do it right now, the way this is.
Yeah. So let's do a flashback.
Okay. What's your flashback? How are you preparing?
How did I prepare for this? Well, I called. What's your name again? Smokey. I called Smokey on the phone,
Mm-hmm.
and I said, "Hey, Smokey."
You guys have phones in the woods?
Huh?
You guys have phones in the woods?
Payphone.
No, we use like
I found some
Pass
string
one up.
yeah,
and some
string.
cans, and he's like 3 feet away from me. I'm like, "Hey, Smokey."
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you see that sign on the side of the road?
Which one?
The one that says honey.
Yeah,
Let's go get some honey.
that's a good idea. I heard there's a convention.
Yeah. We have to.
For those of you listening at home, they are pantomiming moving the can from their mouth to their ear.
It's like 200 miles away.
I heard there's going to be people there.
We'll just wear hats.
What are you going to do if you have to talk to one of them?
I'll just mumble.
That's a good idea.
I thought so.
Let's go.
Okay.
Perfect. Take your fucking point.
Thank you. I better roll. Come on.
So you mumble at him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
2 successful.
Nice.
So does this equal out again, or?
Oh yeah. So it's gonna. You're actually gonna go up to 4 criminal now because this is going well for you here.
Yeah. Do I go
and
down on bear?
Down to 2 on bear. Yep.
3 on bear. Because I was at 4.
No, 2 on bear. So every time one goes up, the other goes down.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't reach 6.
No, that's not good.
Okay.
Eat some bamboo or honey.
Yep. So what are you trying to ask him?
Yeah, where's it stored?
I was gonna say that.
We're hoping.
So yeah, I'm like gesturing to the sign for the sarcophagus, and I hold up 5. Bears have 5 claws, right? 1, 2,
Yes.
3. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
sure, why not?
I'm saying yes. I'm a baratologist.
Try to sort of get the point across that like where is it right now?
Oh, the sarcophagus of Ra. Yeah, everybody's excited about that. Not my cup of tea, but whatever. Anyway, it's up in the main theater, which is on the 3rd floor. As for when they're bringing it in, I think it's supposed to already be here. I think they have it behind the stage area or something. I don't know the particulars. I'm not assigned to that area, but I mean, old Grizzly, if he's not patrolling down here, he's up there checking on it. So, whatever. You could always ask him. You don't want to ask him.
No.
No, you don't want to ask him.
Did you have anything else?
I'm eating honey.
Oh,
Oh, I came with you.
Yeah. Did you
Yeah.
have anything else?
Yeah, I think there's a kitchen back there or something. They got it locked up. I don't know. But yeah, steer clear of Grizzly and whatever freaking self-important VIPs are around here, and you'll have a good time. So enjoy the con!
He gives them 2 bear thumbs up again.
Yeah, 2 paws up, buddy!
Very good.
We need
Alright.
a VIP badge.
Huh?
We need a VIP badge. Maybe that will get us to a special area. Something.
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
Could be helpful. Steal it from someone.
that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
So what do you guys want to do now?
Well, I relay the information that I've gained to the rest of them. So I go back to the booth that they're eating honey at.
Sample more honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, on your way back, you spot a couple other booths. You spot, let's see, you spot a Boston Convention Center run insulin stand to help deal with any diabetic comas that result from people gorging themselves on honey, as well as a booth for the NRA, who I guess are here due to a scheduling error or something.
Do they have any honey?
No, they have no honey.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Gun-shaped
They've got guns.
They've got guns.
It's the NRA. Yeah. But I mean, mostly they're here to talk to people about, defending the right to bear arms.
bear.
Jesus, Nathan.
I went deep. I went deep. I'm not ashamed. You can't make me ashamed.
Okay. So yeah, I go back to the booth they're eating honey at, and
NRA booth could actually be useful at some point.
yep.
Keep that in
We
mind.
probably can't really handle any
Oh, yeah,
guns
Well, I'm the
Be a
muscle.
distraction.
Yeah,
If bears can hack, they can use guns.
yeah.
Big.
They have long claws, though. You know what I mean? They can just, like, sort of, like, you know.
It would be hilarious.
you can attempt to.
You can try it.
Yeah.
You can try anything. I'll let you try anything.
Sure. So, yeah, I tell Lady and Smokey about what I found out from the guard.
I like the finding a VIP.
That was her idea.
We have to hunt some people.
Let's find a VIP. Take his hat.
Four.
And I mean his badge.
Yeah, there you go.
And,
I'll take that.
well, I'm wearing a crown.
Yeah.
This honey is so delicious. I don't know if I
Remember
want
Remember.
to
the honey
go
raptor
anywhere
is even
else.
more delicious.
Oh yeah, it's a sarcophagus. It is sunlight turned
The best
honey.
Honey of the gods.
Sunlight.
Keep that in the back of your head. Don't get distracted, my friend.
So how are we going to find it?
Let's look
I
around for
just
someone
told
with a VIP badge. Do we see anybody?
They're bright
So
red.
VIPs are here
Something.
doing what now?
Depends on who the VIPs are.
Uh-huh.
So you guys want to look around for somebody who looks important?
Yes.
What are you looking for in particular? What do you think would make them stand out?
Suits.
You looking for people in suits?
Big hats.
Big
Big
hats?
hats.
Yeah,
Suits.
hats. Yeah, hats.
There you go.
Yeah, that tracks. So you wander around the expo hall floor. You want to go anywhere else to do this?
Well, based on Gunther's knowledge of the Boston Convention Center,
What knowledge of the Boston Convention Center?
he looked at a map that fell on the floor. He's gonna.
This map?
Let's see. Is that really the map?
That's awesome.
Yeah, that map.
Yeah, so it's not the full Boston Convention Center, but they've got areas blocked off because it's the biggest honey convention in the United States, but
It's
it's a honey convention. Come on, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
Pretty big center.
The place is enormous.
Yeah.
Meeting level 2. Meeting level 1.
I bet it would be pretty easy to pick someone off in the bathroom.
Mm.
That's true.
My bear hunting power tells me that.
Thank you.
Yeah, so let's.
Your deep instincts.
Let's just look around for one first, and then
Okay.
see.
Yeah, so you guys wander around, listen for any commotion. You see some of the cosplayers try to attract a lot of attention because, why go through the effort if you're not going to? But the only thing that stands out is a very tall, very thin man in a black suit, wearing a black tie, with a black shirt, with black slicked back hair, and a face that kind of reminds you of an eagle for some reason.
Is it maybe?
And he's actually talking. No, it's not. It's just a man.
Okay.
Who has just this very looming raptorial presence. Who's talking to Grizzly Adams as it happens. And it almost seems like Grizzly's uncomfortable. He doesn't like the guy, but he's sort of intimidated as well. And he says, you overhear him saying, "You're down here again. You're leaving it unattended. You have one job, Adams. One job. I care about nothing else. It must be secure. Don't worry, my guys are on it. They are competent. They are drilled. This is a clockwork mechanism. There is nothing that can go wrong. We could be attacked by a horde of bears and we would come out this unscathed. Well, you had better be, Adams." And at that point, Adams says, just sort of nods his head and like fast marches off towards the escalators to head up.
Should we follow him?
Escalators seem. What could they have been talking about?
Seemed important.
With your bear-like insight.
Let me think about that. Maybe lunch?
Possibly.
Or-
I want lunch. I'm gonna follow him to see where his lunch is.
Maybe it's the honey.
I just had honey.
No, the honey.
Oh, the sarcophagus. Yeah. So, do you think if we go up the escalator, we might find the sarcophagus? He went up by himself. So,
Let's go
if
get
it's
him.
just one guy, we could get past him and get to the sarcophagus.
Let's go follow him.
Okay, yeah, let's go up the escalator. My hand is covered in honey because I've been dipping it in the cups.
Well, let me see it. He just licks it.
Okay,
Licks it up.
delicious.
That's my personal space, but
Yeah, that's
okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, man.
no problem. But let's try to fit up this escalator.
Okay. So, you guys are all following him? Right, so he heads up the escalator back to the lobby, and from there's another set of escalators up to the second floor walkway, and there's another set of escalators after that to take you up to the third floor with the main auditorium where the event's going to take place. You're following at a reasonable distance. It's not like you have to hide. There's a bajillion people here. And you see him stop when he gets to the top of the second floor escalator and talk to like an extremely gaunt, almost emaciated woman who is incredibly overdressed with this elaborate fur cloak and a little tiara on her graying hair. And you can see that they're talking, but you can't hear them yet without getting closer. What do you do?
You could approach because you are also wearing a tiara. That could be a talking piece.
I'm just gonna walk up to both of them
Mm-hmm.
and say,
Okay. As you're approaching to blurt that out so appropriately, so you can see that Adams is being dressed down yet again. This time by this woman, and behind the woman is sort of hapless-looking fellow who very much looks like he doesn't want to be there. And the woman says, let's see. Really, Adams, these conditions are unbearable. I can't stand this. I told you exactly which brand of sparkling water I need in the waiting room, and your men couldn't handle it at all. They got me something from the vending machine. The vending machine! Did you hear that, Barry? From the vending machine! And the sad-looking guy behind her goes, yes, Baroness, the vending machine.
I'm gonna go over and attack the vending machine.
There are currently no vending machines in sight, but if you'd like to find one, we can go off on that little side quest.
I'm gonna do it.
Vending machine!
Vengeance! I don't know what I'm angry about.
I kinda just want the food in there. I heard there was a vending machine.
God, keep you guys away from the food court. And so Adams is about to reply when you make your approach and you say, hello, nice to meet you. The Baroness's eyes go wide and she's like, what is this creature saying to me? Who is it? Go away!
I just put my let's see, I'll put my paw on the shoulder of her husband.
It's definitely not her husband.
Her servant.
Oh, her servant.
Yeah.
And just do a.
Mm.
So he's like super creeped out about this, but huh? Thumbs up back at you.
I'll say, take a picture.
Mm.
So Adam's like, you want me to take a picture, ma'am? No, I want them gone. Please make them go away. The Baroness wants you to back off, sir. So could you just take a step? Take 20 steps back. Could you do that? Sir?
Hmm?
Sir? He starts reaching for his bear spray. I'll need you... Thank you, sir. Thank you. Really? This is ghastly. I can't imagine anything so awful. You'd best make sure my pride and joy is safe, Adams. This is absurd. Barry, you go find me sparkling water that is up to my standards this instant. And Barry's like, yes, Baroness. And he sort of jogs off somewhere down on the second floor.
I am in the background,
Yeah.
listening, but still with my eye on the security guard. I am waiting for this altercation to finish, and I'm going to continue following him. I am unfazed by the Baroness.
Alright, so the Baroness is going to hang out
By yourself.
sort of near there. She's going to hang out with there are 2 security guards that have been ordered to follow her around.
Mm-hmm.
Barry scurries off somewhere else on the second floor, and Adams heads up to the 3rd floor.
I'm going to
Okay.
keep going up to the 3rd floor.
You're gonna go to the 3rd floor.
Behind Adams, yeah.
Okay. I think.
Because I have a feeling that's where the sarcophagus.
You think Barry would have a pass?
Hmm?
We need a pass, right?
Baroness definitely has a pass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, she was wearing a badge that's very different than the other
Was Barry-
convention goers.
Was Barry wearing a different badge?
Yes.
He was.
Bingo.
Bingo.
Let's follow Barry.
Good call. I'm going to keep eyes on the security guard.
Adams.
Yeah.
Grizzly.
Grizzly.
All right, so you're gonna stick with Adams.
Near the 3rd floor.
So do you want to follow him up to the 3rd floor, or
Yeah.
Okay. So you follow him up the escalator, and there's sort of a foyer before, like there's multi-door entrances into the main theater, and there's several security folks who are out front there, and also blocking off access to the side area that gets you sort of around that towards the bathrooms, and they sort of see you coming, and they're like, "Sir, VIP personnel only until the presentation's going to start loading in. That's going to be like 4:30. You don't need to line up. We got plenty of seats for everybody. So if you want to just come back then, that'd be great."
For sure. So this place that's blocking off, is it up? Is it above somewhere, or is it? What is this?
Yeah. So this is the 3rd floor here. So these are the escalators that come up. This is foyer area, and you've got this big area here that's it on the sheet it's marked off as like 2 separate ballrooms, but you can see through the doors that it's basically just one huge theater with a ton of seats set up.
Okay. So at this point, I'm not quite up the escalators.
No, you're up in this foyer area. They're just not letting anybody into here, and they're not letting anybody down this hallway here.
I would really like to find a way to climb around to
So
avoid them. That's what I'm kind of trying to do here.
unfortunately, it's sort of an enclosed space. So I mean, to climb, you would have to actually go outside of the convention center and
Or if
like
the
get
elevator
up to
shaft.
the roof. Or yeah, maybe if you can get into an elevator shaft,
Wow. Mission Impossible.
that would be possible as well.
Mm.
But yeah, in the foyer area, there's nothing that you can climb aside from these big windows that are highly visible to everybody, and that doesn't let you.
No.
Aside, the only place that gets you is an insane asylum.
With suction cups on your knees.
So let's put a pin in this.
Sure.
The rest of you are following Barry.
I get frustrated with the vending machine. Follow them to see what they're up to.
Yeah, so you're
Just like inserting that dollar bill and it keeps spinning back out at you.
yeah. The vending machine is like
Smashed.
down on its face with everything broken. There's smoke coming out of it, and there's some very concerned onlookers. So you skedaddle.
And not very good snacks.
No. There's no honey in there at all. I mean, come on. This is ridiculous.
So you watch as Barry stops at a couple of little hallway vendors where they're selling just random refreshments. And none of them seem to have what he's looking for. So he heads down. He takes the escalator down to the first floor, north side, and heads towards the food court. There he gets caught up in the crowd because it's about 12:30, 1 o'clock at this point. There's a lot of people getting lunch. And, not being terribly satisfied with it. But hey, that's the convention center. Big crowd. He gets hung up, and he's starting to get really frustrated and looking around like he's panicking.
Okay. Let's just go. Like, I'll go. You're not totally upstairs.
You're talking to yourself.
Go ahead.
String.
I got my phone.
This is Papa Bear. Come in, baby bear.
Yo, boo boo.
Maybe if we could find the
I
sparkling.
think we should just, if it's really crowded, right? So we just like get up side by side on them, and just pick them up, and we'll just bring them into one of the bathrooms.
Isn't that a little
I say we get the sparkling water. We
treat?
take his clothes and badge. We bring it back to her.
Ooh,
Like-
with the sparkling water. Yeah.
And she'll be like, hey.
Promoted.
you're-
You're hired.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
Maybe she'll
his
think
badge.
that, her
Right, he just
servant
quit.
there decided to
Mm-hmm.
join
Right.
the cosplay.
But we
We'll
still
still
have
have
his
his badge.
So I think we should just take him in one of the bathrooms, let him have a nice nap in one of the stalls, right? And we'll take his badge, and then we'll bring back the sparkling water.
Can we write, out, a note? Can we write English letters? Or...
I need sleeps, please. Do not wake. On his shirt.
Yes.
Please leave me alone while I take a nap in the bathroom.
Sleeping. We're out of order on the bathroom
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's
yeah.
a really good idea.
Yeah.
bathrooms.
Just scrawled in Sharpie.
Of order.
Honey.
Okay, so
yeah, we'll do that. We'll go up to him in the crowd, and then just sort of hoist him up and just sort of and go into a bathroom.
okay, so you come up to him. You sort of accost him as he's like mid panic here. He's a very upset little gazelle.
Mm-hmm.
And so how are you trying to keep him from raising a ruckus? What are you doing?
Put a hat on his face.
You have a big top hat, don't you?
I do.
Stuff it.
Mm.
It'd muffle him.
So you're gonna force him to keep quiet, physically?
Don't look at me. What are you doing?
Well, yeah.
Or we could lure him,
With what?
got some seltzer. That doesn't work. We could just form a circle around him.
So what kind of water is he looking for?
Sparkling, right? No.
A sparkling water.
Sparkling water. He's looking for,
So we have to steal a sparkling water from someone, right?
well, we have to get sparkling water. So we don't want to take him in the bathroom?
We do.
Yeah.
But are we just going to physically...
We're either going to physically do it or have him come a little bit closer so it's not as obvious that we're dragging him away. Or we could just do a bear wall around him so people can't really see.
Yeah, I think we should just stuff the hat over his face and then,
Bear wall.
Yeah.
The
they
three of
kinda
us sort of
crowd around
like,
him and just-
muffle him.
Okay, so who's going to be physically going to be muffling him to keep him from making a scene?
Well, I'm a honey badger.
Well, my bear's at 2.
Yeah.
I'm a black bear.
I know, but what's your bear at?
Oh, my bear.
I think I'm 3 and 3 still.
Are
I'm
either
still
of
3 and
you like the
you,
muscle?
You have a better chance. Yeah, but
Or-
you're on the 3rd floor.
Oh, sorry.
Or
be a
we could
criminal,
switch.
right?
We could switch one to a bear.
You're at the food court. You could just eat some honey.
Yeah, we
with your
could just
bear.
eat some honey and be bear up.
Does somebody want to get some honey while you try
So-
to keep him busy?
So if you eat honey,
Mm-hmm.
your bear goes up,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
And your criminal goes down.
making your next bear roll more successful.
Mm-hmm.
But when you roll that goes up again. Is that the case?
No, because in this case, that would be the plan going off properly, which means
Which
your
is-
criminal goes up.
Which makes your criminal understood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
So
So it kind of even itself out.
So
yeah,
bear
one of you-
rises when
one
you're
of you-
frustrated, criminal rises when everything's going good.
Okay, so one of you two needs to up your bear because my bear's too low at the moment.
I'm even 3 and 3.
I'd be a bear. It's okay.
So you're gonna stop at a vendor and just
Oh
eat
yeah,
a
yeah. I
shitload
don't
of
have
honey?
to roll. Mm-hmm. Yep. I'll just...
All right,
Yeah.
yeah. So like, one of the employees is about to say something about the fact that you just grabbed a whole bunch of the special honey that they had for sale as sort of a special offering for the convention, and then he realizes that you're awful big and he doesn't get paid shit. So what the fuck does he care? And you eat a shitload of honey. Your bear goes up by 1. Your criminal goes down.
Perfect. And then I roll the dice.
Yeah, so if you're gonna snag Barry and muscle him into the restroom without raising a scene, that's gonna be a bear roll.
Okay.
So, does this count as carnage?
Only if it's overt, or if there's a mess
I don't
left
think-
afterwards.
Nah, no mess. So.
Dropped a few pieces.
I mean, bathroom, only room with a floor drain.
It's a 5.
What's your bear at?
4.
Okay, so that's not gonna work. So as you go to
I
grab
thought
him,
that
Should
my
I try?
criminal goes up.
Well,
No,
if
you
you're
have to roll
successful.
4 or below in order to
Oh.
be successful. Can I try before he makes a scene?
yeah, I'll give you that chance. You can bail her out or make this worse.
Oh.
All right, you decidedly make this worse. So.
Crap.
What is an attempt to sort of nonchalantly grab him and muzzle him with a big beefy paw turns into like you guys jostling into him, and one of you mauls him and he starts screaming, and you see security moving on your location. Both of you increase your bear by 1 and reduce your criminal by 1.
So I'm gonna use this
I'm
this
at 5
opportunity to just rip the badge off his neck.
Perfect.
Are you,
Okay.
so are you doing this like clandestine?
Yes. Oh yes. Very very panda-like.
Okay. Sneaky panda.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Give me a criminal roll.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah. So he doesn't even notice the badge coming off at that point.
We
That's
distracted
reaction
him.
to
Yeah.
all this has,
You see
Thanks for the
Yeah.
distraction.
Mauled it.
has
you know.
Grizzly Adams noticed this up on the 3rd floor? Is he coming down at all?
So are you hanging out on the 3rd floor, just
I'm
watching the
eyes on
security team?
eyes on the
Or-
yeah. Eyes on
So
Grizzly
Adams went back behind where you can't see him because you couldn't get through. But after a few minutes, you see a group of 4 security guards rushing out and going down to down the escalators, back to the 2nd floor. And where'd Carrie go? Do we want to take a break?
Bathroom.
Let's take a break. We'll take a break. So we are recording once again. Barry is screaming, but Gunther managed to snag his VIP badge without anyone noticing. So Momo and Lady Chatterley, are you guys hightailing it out of there? How are you responding to?
Yeah, I'm gonna go climb
mauling.
something.
When you say mall, like how did that Like they maul them. Like,
with claws.
like
Well,
Bear
you're not
animal.
taking them shopping at the local indoor establishment with all these boutiques. No, it's attacking somebody with your claws
Oh,
and
nice.
hurting them badly.
what do you
Yeah,
do, guys?
no, I'm gonna book it. And then I'm gonna climb up and escape somewhere.
Okay. So do you want to? So you got a couple options from where you're at the entrance to the food court area. You could either head back to the expo hall floor, or you could try to duck into one of the side rooms where they're having various panels.
I'll duck into a side room, I guess.
Okay. Let's see. Which panel do you randomly jump into? You jump into Unburying the Past. Honey in Ptolemaic Egypt. So are you joining her, Momo?
I'll go in there. Yeah.
Are you going with them? Are you splitting off on your own now that you've got the badge?
No, I'm going to go up to the same place that you went up to, and because that guy didn't mind her grabbing some honey, I'm going to grab.
Oh, so
some
you're
honey.
going to head back to the expo hall floor and...
Well, no, not the floor, just the food court. Right
Oh,
there.
in the food court, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to grab some honey and a sparkling seltzer.
Sounds pretty good.
Okay, yeah.
I'll talk about something.
So...
So do you just steal the seltzer? 'Cause
Well,
you
the
don't
guy
have-
didn't give a crap that you did, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perrier.
And okay, Perrier, very good. All right, so the guy behind there, he sees you grabbing the honey. He's like, "Sir, whatever," and he gets back on his phone. So yeah, he doesn't give a shit. So increase bear by 1, reduce criminal by 1. So you guys who jumped into the panel, you're sort of coming in on the end, and they were talking about, beekeeping in the era that immediately followed Alexander the Great's conquest of the area of ancient Egypt, so the speaker reminds everybody that there's a panel there's a show, really more of a show, at 5 p.m. up in the main theater. And if you have any interest in this, you do not want to miss the display of the sarcophagus of Ra. And just with a chuckle, he adds, and just for show, it's being brought out by a young man wearing a mummified bear costume. So that'll I'm sure that'll give you all a nice chuckle.
Oh.
So they open up the floor to questions. There's some extremely dry questions about Ptolemaic dynasties, etc., etc., and that's its influence on the honey trade that flies right over your heads. But you guys ride it out until it's done so you can leave with the crowd. So, Smokey, you saw the team that got dispatched immediately after this lot got in trouble. Now suddenly another team of 4 are going out, and they're going down the opposite escalator, so sort of heading in the other direction. You've just noticed this where you're at.
It's going that way. And there's who's blocking the way to get into the actual place? This is just 2 more security guards.
So there's a total of 8 security guards in the area.
So there's another 4, or sorry, 4 leaving, 4 leaving one way, 4 leaving another way.
The first 4 left a few minutes ago. Another 4 have come out and they're headed down. But there are 8 in the lobby area that are just posted to that location.
Okay.
And one of them comes up to you and is like, "Sir, can I help you find anything? We're not lining anybody up for a few more hours, so if you want to go back to the convention hall floor, there's no rush. We're gonna have plenty of room for everybody." I guess you could hang out if you want. That's fine, but we just can't let you in. Right. Yeah, you have yourself a good day, sir. So
Exactly according to plan.
So, Gunther, you got your honey, you've got the badge. What are you doing now?
Oh, I'm gonna head back to the Baroness.
Okay, so you wanna head over to where she's at?
Yeah. That's at the bottom of his escalator, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what's your approach here? Describe to me how you approach her.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you should bow.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Barry, why are you in costume already? And where's the wrappings? Did you get the sparkling water? Oh, that's supposed to be the sparkling water. That dirt juice. Fine. I'm going to die of dehydration. Give it to me. And she just snatches it out of your hand.
Nice. So now I'm Gunther Barry. He's completely confused about his wrappings. He doesn't know what that means. Mommy?
Okay.
So she stands there and she's sipping at the water for a little bit. And after a little while, the guy in black approaches her and says, Baroness, is everything to your liking? Is there anything we can do for you? And she just sort of harumphs dramatically and ignores him. And just he tries to get her to acknowledge him again. And after his second attempt is ignored, she turns to you and says, "Tell Mr. Clawley his attempts at making me welcome are wholly insufficient, and he should remove himself from my presence." Well, go on then!
Sweet. So I'm just gonna go up to him and just fucking bear roar in his face.
Alright, give me a bear roll.
There it is. So I needed a 2, but I got a 4.
Okay. So he is unperturbed by this. So you roar in his face. You get little flecks of spittle on his face and on his little bifocals. And in response, he sort of removes the bifocals from his face, wipes them off on the back of his tie, puts them back on his face, and he reaches out and snatches the VIP badge off of your chest and looks at it closely. Very brown, is it? And he offers it back to you.
Mm-hmm.
And I would ask you to be a little more hospitable to your hosts if you wish to remain here. What do you do?
So what did that fail do?
Okay, so that's gonna up your bear and reduce your criminal.
Okay.
So you're back at 3-3?
3-3. So where are you guys at?
Still on the
Four bears.
You're still in the panel.
Oh, where are we at? Yeah.
What am I gonna do? I don't know, go somewhere else and think about it.
I was thinking about stealing a cell phone, so I looked more like a person. People are so important on their cell phones. Just
And you
watch
accidentally
anywhere.
put your claw through the screen.
Or steal a wheelchair and get the priority seating, like
There they
before
go.
they open up to the general audience.
That's a great idea.
And get right by the stage.
Good idea.
Totally do it.
But I'm too much of a bear.
All right, so both of you, give me a bear roll.
Oh no.
What are they at, 5?
I don't
I'm
know.
at 5.
2.
Can I do a flashback before I do a bear roll?
Don't worry about this. It's not going to change your
Okay.
roll one way or the other. This is like a perception check, really.
This is 6.
Uh-oh.
Stop it.
All right, so you're busy eyeing people's cell phones and imagining the disguise-based possibilities that are inherent in acquiring one. But Lady Chatterley, you notice you smell something on the air, and you're certain that it's other bears. Bears you don't know.
Oh no.
Does anybody know what other bears might be here? Did anybody do any preparation to see if there might be any competition? It's an opportunity for somebody to do a flashback.
I'll do a flashback. Why not?
Okay, yeah, so let's say you were planning to do this job, and you guys all got together, is that right? To plan this?
All on our phones.
Well, when you were calling around putting together a crew, there were 2 guys you called who were not interested, and they're the Dipper brothers, North Star Pete and Little D. And I gotta laugh at my own jokes. I spent all afternoon on this. Give me a break. And you're certain that you smell them coming around the corner. What do? They're going to be around the corner any second now.
I'm not there with you. Don't look at me.
Let's do a set a trap. Let's set a trap.
You're going to set a trap?
You're gonna set a trap.
What kind of trap?
Set a trap.
Is it a bear trap?
A bear trap.
Do you have a bear trap on you?
Damn it, I know I forgot something.
Okay, did you increase criminal and reduce bear by 1 for the flashback?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe I can flash back to preparation.
And you
For
have
some-
a
Oh
bear
yeah,
trap
you
with
should
you.
do that.
I know, I
Because
should.
you need,
And
yeah,
somehow
you need
I
some more criminal.
thought.
So
I had
she
to have
thought
a bear
ahead
trap.
and has bear trap.
But how could I have gotten in past the...
Well, there is the FedEx location there. You could have FedExed it yourself
I
to pick it
mailed
up
it.
at the...
Clever.
Flashback.
Yes.
Yeah. That's
All right,
fine.
yeah. Increase your criminal by 1 and reduce your bear by 1.
Just in case.
And in a nondescript tote showing off some brand of honey, you have a bear trap concealed.
Shut that trap.
So, how are you setting this trap? Describe it for me. What are you guys doing?
So, on a corner, they're like walking up this way, and
Mhm.
we're here. Maybe we should put it right past.
Sounds good.
How do traps work? We have to set it with honey and bait it.
Yes. We'll put some honey in it.
Put some honey
I'll
in
put
it?
half the honey first, and then
Ooh,
I'll put the
okay.
rest into the bear
And just-
trap.
Have a
Some
little.
3-year-old dressed like
But
a
we
baby.
can't have too much because then we'll turn into bears.
True, yeah. So we're
Just a little taste.
thinking, yeah, just a tiny taste, and then we'll put the rest in the trap,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna go scurry away.
The smell of
So
honey is overwhelming. 'Cause
Yes.
I can't resist it.
yeah.
Okay.
So hopefully they'll smell the honey more than us.
So, who's going to be setting the trap? By which I mean who's going to be making the roll.
Yeah.
Oh, I can because I have a higher criminal.
Okay, yep. That's definitely a criminal roll, so go ahead and do it for me. Okay, so
It's not my
increase your bear by 1 and reduce your criminal by 1.
son of
Uh.
a. Man, I'm just rolling horrendously today.
So you set up this trap, and
Okay.
unfortunately, you set it up in such a way that before your quarry can get to it, some random idiot on a cell phone blunders into it. He steps on it, not even noticing the honey, and it snaps down on his leg. He immediately starts screaming, and the guy who was walking with him looks down and laughs and says, "What? How did you even do this? That's not even meant for you. That's meant for bears." And so all the screaming and the friend laughing at him, while that's going on, the Dipper brothers come around the corner and they see the both of you. You've got North Star Pete. He's a big brown grizzly in a cowboy hat. And then there's Little D, who's a smaller black bear with a backwards Yankee cap. Yeah. What better way to display villainous intent in Boston than to wear a Yankees cap?
How could we set
What do you
them
do?
up?
If only we could attract the attention of security and be like, "There's bears right there. Those bears.
Look what they did!
They set a trap that went wrong.
Sharks.
They're so bad at catching
They're
bears.
trying to
Those
capture
bears.
humans. It's terrible. Let's do it. Are there any security guards around?
So there is a security team much farther down the hallway that was responding to some guy who was screaming about bears attacking him outside the food court. So do you want to try and get their attention?
Maybe. How could we get their attention without looking like we were the bears? Because I want to just both scream, bear scream, and then them come running, and then just other bears be there,
And then they'll see the
we'll run
bears,
off.
and then they might go after those bears and be like, the bears. Let's do it. Alright, we're gonna run up to close to where they are and roar bear roars and kind of scurry off and try to hide.
So
Or
you're
point
trying
in the direction of
So
the
you're
other
trying
bears.
to make a bear-like sound to attract their attention so they come investigate and find the Dipper brothers instead?
Yes.
Okay,
That's
so
Yeah.
that's a little bearish, but I think it's more cloak and daggery, so this will be a criminal roll.
Oh.
So who's going to make that roll
Alright,
for
well,
us?
we're both equally horrendous.
I can do that.
What's your criminal?
Yeah, you might have better
I'm
luck.
at a 2.
We're both at 2s.
Jeez.
Doing
Is
terribly.
it, should we be
Got
more
this.
bears? But we don't want to
You should,
Go too
you should
high, though.
probably be more bearish. What's your bears at? 5?
4.
A 4. I would do something bearish. 'Cause
Well, roaring is a bear-ish, and pointing's a human.
Yeah.
So,
It's tricky because it is.
yeah, so
It's kind of.
if you want to go less for a fake out and more for let's get their attention but lead them here, part of the difficulty of this is you're going to be resisted by the Dipper brothers because they don't want to get caught either.
Yeah.
So, I mean, this...
We could
So we
take
gotta
their
try to,
hats, and then they really look like bears.
Okay, so you
there you go.
want to roar to attract attention
Yeah.
and then steal their hats.
Yes.
nice.
There you go.
Perfect.
But that's still not bearish, is it?
That's pretty
It's more
bearish.
aggressive
Well,
than-
if you're taking it by force.
Yeah.
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 All right, so there's a second
Now
there
it's
where they come around the corner and they're surprised to see you guys. All right, so who's gonna take the lead? Well, actually, you got one for each of you. So each of you give me a bear roll.
Nice.
So, every single roll.
All right, so Momo, which bear were you going after? North Star Pete or Little D?
The one with the cowboy hat, because I want 2 cowboy hats.
Well, it's a 10-gallon cowboy hat, so it can almost conceal your current cowboy hat, but that way if somebody knocks it off, boom, another cowboy hat. 2 health bars right there. All right, yeah. So you catch North Star Pete completely by surprise, and you rip off his cowboy hat, and he makes this like wounded sound when you tear it from his head and dash off the other direction. Lady Chatterley, you try to get Little D's Yankees cap off, but he moves like Quicksilver around you and kicks you in the butt and grabs your top hat off.
Going after him.
So are you gonna chase him down, or are you going to bail with Momo?
Don't look at me, I'm not there.
Bear instincts.
So before we go on, Lady Chatterley, increase your bear by 1, and Momo, increase your criminal by 1.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't go after him because my bear is getting way too high. I need more
3,
criminal.
3. Okay.
So, lady, is your bear up to 5
It's up
now?
to 5, yeah. I'm gonna have to do
Yeah, if,
something.
if something goes wrong, you might just lose it.
Yeah, can I flashback? It's a way
For our
to like.
contingency plan.
Okay,
What should I flashback about?
that's up to you.
How are you
But you
get out
gotta.
of this situation?
What did you say?
Did you have some sort of backup plan in place
Yeah.
in case
Did you
something
have-
If
went
something
wrong?
went wrong, how do you get out of it?
Did you have a
I mean,
backup
how
hat
did you plan for that?
in case you lost your hat?
Very good point. I absolutely would have a backup hat.
Well, what was your plan?
What kind of hat? Where's the dead drop? How'd this work out? Who set it up?
Did you have a guy on the inside?
I
Is it-
don't know. I might steal a hat off somebody else. I feel like I just never have.
No, it's less a flashback and more a
Oh,
thing I'm
I
doing
know,
right
that's
now.
true. That's
You know, you could have brought like some stage makeup with you or something. Make yourself a
Maybe.
mime. Something else. Then you could be
Some
silent.
human clothes or something, and yeah, somebody dropped them off in the bathroom beforehand.
I could
that
give you my
like
other
disguise
cowboy hat.
myself as a person.
It's true. That works too.
Yeah,
You can
So
just
you
do
had
that.
that's true too.
a hat stashed in like a bathroom somewhere,
Sure.
like under the sink or something.
Yeah.
What's this bathroom near?
Where are we?
You're on the first floor, northwest or northeast corner.
First floor.
I don't know. I can't read the bathrooms on this thing.
That's fine. No, just broadly speaking, like what's the local landmark nearby? Because there's a bathroom near something.
Yeah,
Everywhere.
there's always bathrooms.
Yeah. I don't know.
So is this down by the food court or just off
Yeah,
the
sure.
exhibition hall?
Why
Okay.
not? Yeah.
Okay, so it's down by the food
Okay.
court. So you gotta sort of circle around to come
Yeah.
back so you don't get caught by that security team that you were attracting the attention of. Yeah, so they ran past an innocent looking couple of bears, one wearing a Yankees cap and one wearing a top hat that he didn't look happy with for some reason. So you circle back around and you pick up your backup hat, which you paid to have stashed there by a cleaning crew in advance. I want you to roll for what type of hat this is.
Oh boy. 7.
7 is
Oh, you get another crown.
Ooh.
Describe your crown for me.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's gold. It has lots of jewels. Very sparkly.
Very
Hypnotic.
flashy.
Very.
Very. All right, great. So,
I'm happy with the crown.
that sets you guys up. Let's go back to Gunter real quick. Gunter. My Gunts. What's so how are you dealing with Mr. Clawley?
So this is on the second level.
Second level
Second
catwalk above the lobby, below the escalators leading to.
Right. So there's. It's above the is it lobby? Is it there like a? It's not just enclosed, right? Like there's like.
Yeah, it's open air.
It's open air, and someone could fall.
Yes.
Down.
Yes.
Right. So where is he in relation to the railing?
It's a reasonably narrow walkway. It's only about like 10 feet wide, so
Yeah.
pretty close in terms of bare arm reach.
Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. So I'm gonna say. And then wait for him to just turn around and start walking away.
Mm-hmm. And he does, yeah.
All right. So is he still like following the like close to the railing at all? Like around is he going around a corner, or where is he going?
So he's headed south, towards the corner where you've got that walkway to the west end.
Mm-hmm.
And he's headed in that direction.
Mm-hmm. No, I'll just leave it at that for now.
Okay, you let him off the hook.
Let him off the hook.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure he sees it as him letting you off the hook.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, are you planning on sticking with the Baroness, or what's your plan?
Do I see him at the top of the escalator going? Well,
we could talk to each other.
Right.
You have the badge?
well, no, it'd be us screaming up and down the escalator. I just like hold up my badge.
Go upstairs.
And then I start walking up the escalator. Or riding the escalator.
Barry, where are you going? Get back here this instant.
Can bears flip people off?
We did determine they had 5 little...
No, I don't want to do that.
Could pretend that you had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, I'll do that. Go like this.
Yeah.
On my way up.
Oh, your disgusting biological needs. Well, take care of them. Oh. Then get back here at once, and don't forget to wash your hands this time, you ape.
What's up?
So if you have the badge, the sarcophagus should be right past these guys. You, can we
Don't
just say
worry.
we're part of the
Don't
show and let's just try to get through? Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's do it.
So.
Yeah, sir. You can come on back. Sure. You know, I mean, he's your friend. Obviously, that's fine. Just don't let him mess with nothing. You could get in trouble for letting him back. You're not gonna cause any trouble, right? Okay. Y'all good. You're good. Just stay away from the kitchen. Security's really tight, and Adams is fucking high strung by his standards, which is goddamn terrifying.
You should probably stay away from him because he probably recognizes us.
I mean, yeah.
Why are you talking like that?
So, do you think it's in the kitchen? You said stay away from the kitchens.
Probably
So
in the
it's
kitchen.
totally in the kitchen.
Or...
Can you smell anything?
Yeah.
Do you smell anything?
Do we
Give me a
roll?
bear roll.
Yeah.
Both of you.
do I pass. I smell.
I don't.
Your nose is all stuffy or something. Yeah, you've got
woman's perfume is atrocious.
yeah. And the way it interacts with her Bengay.
Oh my god, it just makes me want to puke.
But Smokey,
So I go,
you
wait.
catch the barest hint of. I'm not gonna stop. You can't make me stop.
Oh.
of like the most divine thing you've ever smelled.
For your
It's so subtle
Bear.
yet powerful.
Do I go up in bear because I feel?
No.
Down in bear.
No.
Neither.
I'm not making a change for this. This is
Okay.
This is like a perception.
Oh,
check.
understood.
I'm doing this like pretty rapid fire in terms of changes here. Like
Understood.
I don't know how other people would run the game because I didn't bother to do any research. But
perfect.
but I think we should make adjustments in response to most things happening. But
Right.
smelling something or not smelling something is
Right, that
not
makes
that big a
sense.
deal.
Where's the smell seem to be coming from?
Probably the kitchen.
Yeah, it's definitely coming from like the back of the auditorium, but you think it's farther away than that. So, given that you guys got your hands on a map, you think it's coming from about that area.
All right, I'm gonna head that way.
All right, so you wanna head through the auditorium into the back rooms there.
I just walk up right onto the stage, go past the curtain,
Okay.
keep going.
Where are you going?
Follow me.
Where,
I found the honey.
you sure?
I smell it.
I don't smell shit.
I smell honey.
Let's go.
So as you go through, how are you approaching this? Are you being stealthy, or are you just
I'm a bear.
you're bearing it out?
I'm bearing that out.
All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you come out through the back there. You have to circle around a bit to get to this back hallway that leads towards the kitchen, where you're sure this is coming from because it's smelling. It's still very subtle, but stronger and stronger as you get as you approach. And as you round the corner, you see 8 of the security guys standing in front of this door, with Adams like eyeing each one of them in turn before he pulls a key card that looks different, that isn't the badge he's wearing. It's something he had in his wallet, out and swiping it on a lock to go in to the room, and closes the door behind him immediately afterwards.
It's time for that distraction. We just have to find a way to make all of them run downstairs.
Fire alarm.
Fire alarm. How would that not work?
It would totally work.
Too dramatic.
Is there a fire
That would at
alarm
least
nearby?
get some of them out of the building.
It's gonna get everyone out of the building.
Right? There you go.
Yeah, but with everyone out of the building, all the security people are just gonna go right up to the thing that needs to be secured.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true.
You know what I mean?
Mm.
Suspicious.
Yeah,
Especially
very
with bears
suspicious.
already in the building. But I don't know that. That's meta. Sorry.
We could just fight them. At this point, we're here.
You
This
just
is
wanna
it. This is
fight?
the final boss. We can.
You
just,
do notice that all of them
But I
have
have the- I
bear
have-
mace.
fair
So,
mace. Okay, don't do
Did
that.
that
I have the-
NRE
I have the
stand
badge,
have any
though.
tranquilizer guns?
Why don't we now that
We're
we
doing
know,
maintenance.
now that we have
I
access,
guess I could just use.
why don't we go
them.
back down stairs
You gotta
Okay.
figure out a way to get the.
and wait for our friends to
Okay.
figure out a better way? Does that make sense?
Okay, let's ease back. But it smells really good in here, and I don't want to go too far.
Well, okay. What? But
You really can't smell that?
I don't smell shit. Come with me and you won't smell that anymore.
I can't leave.
You gotta leave though.
Isn't there a way we could just get in that room? I just want to look at it.
You can't though. There's too many people. What if they haven't seen nobody's seen you? That doesn't work.
Oh,
They've
you
seen
have
all
to
of us.
turn into a mummy.
You're not there.
I know we gotta get back to you guys to tell you.
Let's
about
go
our
back to the Baroness and try to find our friends. Right now she thinks
Yeah.
I'm a VIP,
Mm-hmm.
right?
All right, let's go. You're right. Let's do it. It smells good, but we'll come back. That's the whole point.
Well, that's why we're here, dude.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Alright, so we're gonna make our way back to the second level, where the Baroness is hanging out,
All right, so you're coming up to her?
and wait. What?
Are you approaching her, or are you trying to sneak past her?
What are your bear stats?
I'm 3 and 3 right now,
Oh,
so.
okay, perfect.
I'm going to. I'll just hang out with her, I guess.
Oh, you're stuck with her.
So,
Wait there! I have something for you to do in a minute.
I just wait for these guys to show up whenever they're going to show up.
Yeah, I'm feeling fancy in my new crown, so yeah, I'm gonna head on back. Try to
Alright,
find you
so
guys. Show off my new crown to everybody.
we'll assume that an amount of time passes and you see them walking through the lobby and you wave them over to you.
We're gonna tell them all the information we know.
In the
Bears,
meantime,
stuff,
the Baroness has asked you, Fake Barry, Barely Barry, to go find her poached escargot and truffles. Or something equally ridiculous. Go, you barely sentient imbecile! I can't stand you! Get out of my sight! Get me what I ask for!
So, yeah, I'll just go and walk around the corner and just hang out around the corner.
Working hard for those truffles.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, yeah, so you guys are all back together.
So
Hey,
I
guys.
know where.
What?
I have information.
What?
Well, just say it.
So we found out. Alright, you know those two guys that we approached like before, the bears, that we were told about the whole honey thing, and they said they weren't interested?
That little dick.
They're here.
Don't tell me they're here.
They're totally here, and
Oh.
they're gonna try to steal our honey.
And they stole her hat.
And they totally stole my hat!
You get a nice
It's
crown
a good
though.
thing I had this backup crown.
Yeah, I'm glad you talked to
prepared
that
beforehand.
cleaning crew a few days ago.
Yeah.
To plant that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
Our bear trap didn't work.
Our bear trap did not work at all.
No.
We botched that plan. It was terrible.
What?
Well,
Wasted
we-
the bear trap?
But we might have a backup one, maybe.
We found the honey.
Definitely, we have access to the honey. There's just there's just a bunch of people.
There's just about 8 guards and a locked door that we have to get past.
We found out their plan was for a bear wrapped in
What?
A
whatever
mummified
the
bear.
mummified bear is going to be the one to bring the honey out.
So maybe
So-
one of us can dress up
What's
as a
her name?
mummified bear.
The
Barry. The Baroness.
the woman that smells awful.
Mm.
Yeah.
She told me she would wrap me in something or something like that.
You are supposed to be the mummified bear.
Perfect.
That's amazing.
So you can be the mummified
you
bear.
are the bear.
But we need to get some
Well, you gotta stay on her good side
escargot and some.
Truffles.
something.
She's gonna fire you otherwise.
It's not good.
We gotta go on a mission to get
What
that
time is
crap.
it?
Let's say it's about 2:30 at this point.
We don't need her. We just need to dress you up like a mummy. Right? And then, as long as we do that, we can probably get you past security.
It's true. How about you dress up like a panda? No, that doesn't work. Or
How about we all dress up like mummies?
Ah, then maybe one of us will get through.
that doesn't make any sense. One of us is going to be a mummy.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily have to be me.
Okay.
Ooh.
What?
What if she goes into diabetic shock and has to go to that little booth because we gave her a little bit too much, some sugar or something,
Oh.
and then we take her
So get
badge
some
and
insulin.
her cloak
There you go. And dress up like her.
and dress up like
Yes.
her
The Baroness in a
everybody.
bear
This is
costume.
a genius idea.
Get
and
rid
a
of
second badge.
The Baroness.
Excellent. Let's do it.
I
She
like-
could be
I like-
diabetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Put a little sugar in her seltzer.
Yeah.
Who's gonna? Are you gonna be the Baroness?
Maybe. I could be the Baroness. I could do that.
So if we have one person impersonating the Baroness, the other person impersonating Barry, who should have been the mummified bear.
I'm already doing that, I guess.
He was going to be the mummified bear.
Right. Exactly.
So
If we get
I
two
think
pairs
that
of sunglasses,
the two of those bears.
then we could have 2 guards. Pair of sunglasses.
Perfect.
With their crowns. Perfect.
I'm professional.
Yeah.
Let's
Do security guards wear any hats?
That's fabulous.
No, unfortunately, no.
They don't. That's too bad.
So how are we going to convince the Baroness to go to the insulin booth?
No, the insulin booth's there for people that go into the diabetic.
We could
So-
just scare the shit out of her,
Oh, that's...
and they just might
Oh, yes.
assume that
Pass out.
There's
or
the
something.
diabetic
Be
shock.
Like,
yeah, because she just
We'll
had.
drag
and we'll
her
just
over there
dump
and just
honey
be
all
like-
over her face.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's good. Perfect.
Scare the shit out of her, and then drown her in honey.
just
Okay, I'll
drop
do
her
it.
off
Let's
and
go.
Take her badge.
My bear's
Get her out
still at 4, so
Pair up.
I'll scare her.
I don't know what that means.
I'm extra bearish,
Shit.
and I'm gonna,
The scariest of them
I'm gonna,
all.
yeah, I'm feeling extra scary, and then
What if
so
you
just
tap
have
her
some
on her
honey ready
shoulder?
to dunk her, and then
Oh.
we'll run her down to the insulin booth.
Yeah.
Ready, go.
So, as a part of your plan, how are you going to address the threat of the Dipper Brothers?
Oh yeah, them.
We'll just ask them to join our team. Hey guys, you want some honey?
Oh,
Where are
double
they?
Come
cross
hang
them
out with us.
somehow.
That's right. Oh yeah.
I would like to get them.
I'll remind
arrested.
you that they said no the first time.
This is true.
Yeah, I would like to
Half-
just get them.
Half the Dipper brothers.
Yeah.
Dipper brothers.
Dipper.
Thank you.
As in Big Dipper,
Dipper.
Little Dipper.
I
Little
understand.
Ursa
I
Major,
just
Ursa Minor,
misspoke.
yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. I want you to make sure you understand the joke I was making.
I understand the joke.
It works on so many levels.
He's
Bear.
so long as one of those levels is bear, I'm good.
Very good. Yeah, so the Dipper
yeah, how do we
Brothers.
get rid of them? How do we take them out?
Maybe we can make a bear announcement.
Alert, there are bears in the building.
Yeah, well, if we get a hold of the PA system,
Why don't we?
Well, remember there are a lot of people cosplaying as bears as well.
We gotta
Right,
get the
right,
damn
right.
hats
No,
off.
no, 'cause they're here for honey, right?
Want that hat
Right.
back.
yeah.
Why don't we set it up so that they think they're coming after the honey, but the honey's not really
What
Can they
if?
smell it though?
Yeah,
It's true.
this is gonna be perfect because that way we can also use them to distract the guards,
Ah,
so that we can get to the real honey.
yes.
What?
We have to lay a trap for them,
Trap.
not a bear trap, but a honey trap,
Honey trap.
so that they think that's the sarcophagus.
Deploy the honeypot.
And they'll get caught. All the guards will get them, and then we can simply just walk in and have the honey for ourselves.
All right. So,
But what do we use to get them? How about one of us deceives them? I'll go up to them, or one of us can go up to them and say, like, hey, I just defected my team of the other 3 bears. I think they're a bunch of idiots. I like you guys, and I know where the honey is. And then we can just, I can just
what if
walk
they
them
don't-
into
what
a
if they
trap.
don't believe you?
They'll have to believe me.
Why would they have to believe you?
Because
I wouldn't
I'll give them
believe
a sample.
Or their cowboy hat back.
Oh.
Ooh.
Be like, hey,
yeah,
I
a
just
peace
took out that
offering.
bear and I took
Mhm.
this hat off.
Oh.
And I can give this to you. And be part of your team, man.
Give them some leverage.
Yeah.
Fake them out, be like, yeah.
But what
took
do
that
I
bear down.
actually do to get them caught by the guards without getting myself caught?
This is the most ridiculous.
It is. It's so perfect. It's perfect.
Sounds like a bear plan.
Yeah.
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 Barely. We're
Barely
gonna.
a plan. Hey,
I'm
Emma.
distracted with honey.
Emma. You smell like dog.
She does. She's a big smelly dog.
Yeah, she needs a bath.
Stinky.
What?
You look terrible.
What if?
I thought he had a plan for a second.
What do you want me to do?
I know.
How about that? I'll do what you want me to do,
I think you're in good shape as
Barry.
Barry, and you have the easiest way to get to the honey. But if we can use the other two bears to distract the guards, I think the honey's as good as ours.
That's great.
But how do we do that?
So that requires me sitting here as Barry, waiting for you to tell me to come up and get the honey. Right?
Well, not me doing it. The way you'll know to move is when you see all the guards run past you because they'll think that there are bears on the loose somewhere else.
Okay, I'll wait for that right here.
Okay, but then I don't even know what to do to actually distract them. So
Okay,
what do we do?
so distract the guards. The brothers are supposed to distract the guards.
Yeah,
right?
how are we gonna get them caught? What kind of honey trap are we gonna do?
Say that you're distracting the guards somewhere else so they're clear to do some
I don't
mischief
think
over
we're gonna.
there.
I don't think we're gonna pull the guards away from the honey, though.
Maybe bring them up like somewhere close to that room, and then have them like start mauling people, so the guards
Have
right
to
near
engage
them are gonna have to do something about it.
I like that.
Yeah, just have them go in. I mean, they're not that smart.
So you will have to hide.
Well, I'll just stay here.
Yeah,
Next to
just
my,
make sure they don't see you.
next to my baroness.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
So what about
So I'm
the
gonna-
other part of the plan of scaring the shit out of the baroness and
Covering her in honey and sending her.
There are a
Yeah.
lot of ideas thrown around here.
Yeah, well that's part 2 of the plan. Let's get these guys.
3 hours pass. It's now 7 o'clock at night. Oh shit!
Oh, crap.
Well, you can.
Yeah, so it's 3:30 now.
So
What is the point of doing that again?
doing what?
Just scaring the baroness and covering her in honey and.
So that
Other
she can take her
outfit
badge,
And badge. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
an outfit.
I mean, the
So
cloak.
why don't you do that while I get them?
I scare her,
Yeah.
but I'm Barry.
She's not gonna be scared of you. She's gonna be like, Barry, knock it off.
She scares me.
Oh.
Wait, her perfume.
Yeah.
It desensitizes the nose. Maybe we can use that as a weapon to look for the bears.
Genius.
Like neutralize their noses, and then we can sneak by them
We
because they
can
can't smell our bear smell.
wait. We can use it to spray it on the sarcophagus, and then
Cloak
move
the
it
smell. Oh.
to hide its location.
Mm.
Alright, you guys get too deep.
How do
We're
we
just
get to
gonna
the
go in there and
sarcophagus
eat
in
the
the
honey.
first place?
Me wrapped as a mummy. I will go in. I will spray it with the
perfume
stuff I will steal
from her purse,
from her purse, and then I will.
which she's
Move
making
it.
you carry anyway because you're the bag boy.
That's right. There's nothing wrong with that, okay?
Okay, Barry.
That's a lot of plans. So someone needs to pick a plan.
Oh boy.
Good options, guys.
I like.
I'm just gonna let you talk until somebody says they want to do something.
Right.
I like getting the other two bears caught.
Yeah, let's start with that one.
And
Well, to get them caught, we just do nothing. Until they do
we have to
something.
lead them to the trap.
How do
Yeah.
you do that?
I'm gonna give them a cowboy hat
Yeah.
from.
Be like,
So you're
"Hey,
gonna go find them,
defective to your
give them the
team.
cowboy hat, and say you're on their
I
team.
know where the honey is.
What if you just?
There's people with bear spray all around, right? Can't we just like take some bear spray and
Oh.
mace them?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Or can we not touch it?
That could, but that doesn't necessarily get us any closer
It makes them look like bears.
to our goal.
Covered in bear
Yeah. But if we get all the guards to go after
Well,
these
doesn't
two
it like
bears,
repel them?
Mhm.
Is that what?
or
Well,
if
it's
we
like
get a lot of
mace,
the
except
guards to
super
go after
strong.
these two
Yeah.
bears, that kind of
Okay.
opens things up for
Yeah,
us.
I like getting
Barry
them
can,
to
like-
attack.
Waltz in and be like, "Hey, Baroness told me to go and prepare the." Just
So, I'm gonna put her perfume under my hat. Okay,
How are you getting her perfume?
it's in a purse
That he's carrying.
that I'm carrying.
carrying person.
You're carrying her purse?
Well, it's more like her like duffel bag of shit,
Okay.
right? You know,
Thinking
just
like Gary from
like-
Beep.
Yeah, exactly.
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 What's this?
Gary from Beep.
Beep.
Oh.
Her
Okay.
bag.
Her
Yeah.
bag.
Bag man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like bear.
Okay, so you want to get her perfume.
Yeah.
The only wrinkle to that is getting back to her without poached escargot and truffles.
That's right. Forget about that.
This is why we need to knock her out.
Yeah, we just need
Okay,
to.
someone
Exactly.
comes up, tap her
Back
on
to
the
square
shoulder.
one. So we scare her. And
So
cover
it
her
comes
in
full
honey. That's right. All right. Time out. What's gonna happen here is the four of us will scare the shit out of her,
Mhm.
right?
But you're Barry.
No. Smokey
Mhm.
will scare the shit out of her.
Okay.
What's your bear at?
4.
Yeah, you're the berriest of the
Total
bears,
bear.
right?
I'm a 4 bear too. So.
Oh,
No,
Barry.
you're Barry.
I'm Barry. I'm Gunther,
Berry berry.
but
Gunter Bear.
so
Barry played
we-
by
we-
Gunter.
Yeah, so we'll sort of block you guys off. You scare the ever living crap out of her.
Okay.
We'll get her face all mushed up with honey, and one of us will bring her down to the place. Right?
Yes.
That'll be two people. Okay. After that, take her badge, take her
Well, before you drop her
Her
off,
cloak.
cloak.
can't be like, "Here's this person
What-
that
what-
you need to take care of. Let me just take off her
obviously,
things." Well,
obviously. So be a badge, cloak, and then bring her down and be like, "Oh, she passed out," and then come back up, right? And then you go and defect to the brothers with the hat,
Uh-huh.
Mm.
and then lead them up there, right, to get them in a scuffle with the people, right? And hopefully that will
and then you two will go in
go in
when there's
and
less
and
guards.
move the stuff. As me as the mummy,
Okay.
and you.
I'm gonna roll to scare the lady now.
Okay, is that we're good?
Get it?
You
You
can
un-
you
you
can have
understand?
whatever plan you want, but then you tell me what you want to do.
I'm rolling to scare the lady.
So you're sneaking up on
No. So it's
because she's still on level 2. on the
understood.
walkway.
Understood. So the three of us,
Mhm.
being bears, are going to sort of wall him off and her, right?
Threaten her.
And he's going to
She might think we're bears, or she might think
I'm
we're
gonna
people
intimidate.
right?
that are dressed as
I'm going to
bears
roll
that are
to
crazy.
assist.
I
That's not
I
a
got
thing.
this.
No.
Not in this game. Okay.
got
So-
a 2.
You did it.
You did it.
All right. So you were trying to just scare the bejesus out of her.
The absolute
So she passes
bejesus.
out.
Till
Yeah.
she literally,
Out cold.
her heart beats so fast that she.
Okay.
gets
Yeah.
panicked.
Fucking
Okay.
dies.
So
Yeah.
what's your bear? 4. Okay. So I think yeah. So you guys you all surround her. She's about to
take.
a while.
That was like 40 minutes of
It's a very
discussion.
complicated plan.
So you all wall off around her, so
That's
other
the
people
honey,
can't
right?
see what's going on. And then Smokey gets right up in her face, like she's trying to berate you for not getting her the food she wanted. But then she notices Smokey snarling in her face with his honey badger face. And she's about to start screaming, but she ends up hyperventilating and passing out.
Perfect. Where's the honey?
Increase your criminal by 1.
Increase my criminal by 1. So I'm back to 3 and 3.
And decrease your bear. Up
Yes.
criminal, down bear. You could probably smear honey on her face on the way down to the booth as
Good
you
idea.
declothe her and
Derobe her.
So
Well, so are you actually stripping her clothes off, or
Well, I thought the
The
robe
most-
was so big I could just like put it on
so
and still.
she's wearing like this ridiculous dress, but she's also wearing a big bearskin wraparound fur cloak thing. So you're just gonna take the cloak and
Is that
her.
convincing, do you
how Hannibal Lecter of you.
think? Yeah.
Beans.
I didn't realize it was bear skin, but like,
Of course it is.
maybe that's why I want to take it from her.
Okay. So
Properly
you're taking
bury
you're
it
taking
later.
so Momo, you're taking her fur and her badge.
Yes.
Okay. And Smokey, you're taking her passed out form down to the insulin vendor.
yeah, that's me. I'm doing that.
All right, so you're just gonna
Hey,
dump
before
her
you go,
there.
remember to slather
honey.
her face in honey.
Oh yeah, you have some sample stuff.
I still have a little
Yeah,
bit
you're
of honey
getting
on
caught.
Well,
my.
you gotta go a little
Slimy.
distance on the expo hall floor. So I mean, yeah, you can just grab a few free samples and just bloop them on her face.
Perfect. Easy.
There you go.
So
That's
you
what I do.
dump her there, and the people manning the booth are like, "Are you gonna pay for insulin? But you gotta pay if you want us to give you some." Yeah, I can see she's passed out. It's $40, man. So you're saying she has the $40? I don't know if I'm supposed to do this. Whatever. Yeah, fine. We got her. We got her. Jeez. You're a fucking good Samaritan there. Thanks, bro. So you leave a passed out elderly woman with some people who are about to give her a medication that she absolutely does not need.
That's a good plan, right?
I'm sure you're good people on the inside.
Oh god.
I'm sorry, good bears. Good bears.
Now
We just
I
really
need to
want
look
that
around
honey.
for the brothers.
Give me a bear roll.
Barrel.
See if you can sniff them out.
3. My bear is 3.
Okay. You think they're on the expo hall floor somewhere.
That's where I am.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm gonna head towards the honey.
Okay, so you're going back up towards the 3rd floor?
Oh, is that? I thought that was where the expo. No. Just the honey samples.
Oh, okay, yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
that's where I kind of have a feeling they are.
Okay. Oh, so you're doing your thing where you want to track them down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you got the 10-gallon hat?
Yes.
Oh yeah, gave you that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my leverage.
So if you're looking for them, you know they're on the floor. You spend some time nonchalantly looking about. You also notice Beep Boop Systems, which is Hive surveillance drones, remotely operated. They have several demo units there,
Drones.
as well as Hive Barriers Inc., which does Hive defensive equipment, including bear mace and various sensor arrays. But as you're walking around, you eventually find them. So you just approach them?
Cautiously, but yes, I do. I go, hey, little D. It's me, Smokey.
Ah, Smokey! Look who shows his face. You know, some of you girls, they weren't very nice when they saw us. They took Pete's hat. He is none too pleased about that.
Well, I got some good news
Yeah,
for
I'm not
you.
too pleased
I got
about
some. I got some good news for you. Because me and the girls, we had a little chat a few minutes ago. And I don't think you need to worry about them anymore. In fact, I got a little something for you. And I hand him the hat.
That's my hat! I love my hat! Give me my hat back! Give me my hat back! Give me the hat.
And not only that, my friends, I have found... I mean, I know why you're here. It's the same reason I'm here.
Oh, yes, Mike. Of course you know.
I know where the sarcophagus is. And it's upstairs.
In the kitchen, behind the main stage.
You're a smart guy. What do you know?
Oh, well, I know lots of things. I suspect maybe more than you. But why would I share? Why would I share with you?
I mean, who needs to give you your friend's hat back? Oh, no big deal. I'm just showing you
He gave me my hat back.
that I'm trying to help you out. And my other friends are kind of idiots, to be honest. And I think I know what side's the right side here. So I think we got to just go up and get some honey. If you know what I'm saying.
All right. It's pretty sly. All right, so he's considering whether he thinks you're sincere or not. So go ahead and give me a criminal roll to convince him. All right, yeah. So
Killing it.
Yeah, you've been rolling awesome.
yeah, okay. I think you're a smart guy. You picked the right side here. Dump those chumps. So. North Star Pete and I, we got us a plan. But your little friends, they might get in the way. What are we going to do to get rid of them?
They're already taken care of. I threw them out the window.
You threw them out the window.
Third floor.
So I go up there, I'm going to see a big hole in the window?
Let's go now.
All right, lead the way, brother.
right.
That's great news.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, so you lead them up there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Sweet. Yeah, we go.
Mm-hmm.
And
So you get up to the third floor.
I'm like, do you smell that?
Where's the hole in the window?
Do you smell that honey?
God, this is the best stuff. This is gonna be such a good score. But you said you threw them out the window.
I did.
Where's the hole in the window?
It's not there anymore.
They fixed it.
They must
All
have
these
fixed it.
security guards here, they saw you throw them out the window?
No, they were distracted by some nonsense going on downstairs. I don't know what it was.
Ah, must have been that chump Barry. All right. So, come here.
What's the plan?
All right. Now, we needs to get us a VIP badge. And then what we're going to do is we're going to sneak back. And there's a room right next to the kitchen. We're going to lay low there. They're going to take the honey out for the presentation. And then they're going to bring it back when it's done. When they're bringing it back, that's when we hit them. We're going to take out the guards. We're going to take out the chump in the bear suit that's freaking mocking our heritage. And we're going to steal this honey.
I got a better plan. The three of us, we're bears. Why don't we just go get the honey now? What's going to stop you?
Well, I haven't seen the area myself yet, but I have it on good authority that there's a ton of guards back there with bear spray. So, it's bear spray, we're bears, you do the math.
Well, I've checked it out already. It's minimal security. If we charge in right now, no fear, I think we'll get the honey.
How'd you get back there without a VIP badge? You got a VIP badge?
No, there was just nobody there earlier. I told you that already. It was the same time when I threw those people out the window, the other bears out the window. There was a distraction downstairs.
Yeah, so this is kind of, he's looking around and he's seeing all these guards here, and he's sitting adding it up. Give me another criminal roll.
Bummer. We got a 4.
You know
Unless
what?
my
I'm going to give
criminal
this to
went
you
up
because
early.
it should have gone up to 4 with your last successful roll.
Yeah, that's true.
Should it have gone up again just now? Would it be at 5 now?
You're going to be at 5 criminal now.
5 and 1.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Did you something bearish.
Yep. Well, it's not about doing something bearish and doing something not. It's about doing something successfully or doing something not. You encounter too much success, no matter what vector you're doing it on.
Botch something.
Yeah, that's when your criminal increases. So you're in the danger zone.
Okay. Let's go get that honey.
Well, we gonna charge through here? We gonna take these chumps out?
You first.
I think you're mistaken my specialty here.
Okay.
I'm the brains.
All right, big guy. You first. Nice
Pete.
hat.
No, stop, Pete. You up to this? Oh, yeah. Let's wreck 'em. Okay, so...
Can't believe this is almost working.
you succeeded a lot of dice rolls in a row. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Okay, so North Star Pete, he charges at a bunch of the guys that are out in the lobby just to like break them up and try and scare them off. And it's going really well at first for him. He mauls a few of them, and they're down. But then the others come in, and they've got the bear spray out, and they're spraying him down, and he's sort of shrieking because it hurts like hell.
Little D, go help him.
Yeah, come on! And
Let's
so
go!
Little D goes in, and he knocks over a couple that are spraying down North Star Pete, and he gets a couple down, but then he starts getting sprayed himself.
Mm-hmm.
So they're both on the ground, they're screaming, the guards are calling for
And
backup.
I'm going down the escalator.
Yeah. And as you're going down, you hear the screaming, the commotion, the radio calls, and you hear a bear voice screaming, "You traitor!" So yeah, you're at Criminal 5 though, so just watch out.
Time to eat some honey. Yeah.
Gonna go reward yourself. a
I'm
little?
gonna go, rejuvenate, and
What if you just lick your paws and your paws are still covered?
that's a little crusty at this point, but I gotta get some good
Fresh
honey. So back down to the exhibition. Is that where
Yeah,
the
sure.
honey
Yeah,
is?
you can get some honey there. Yeah, we'll just say you go off and get some honey before you link back up with the crew.
That's what I do.
So what would I be at then? Just to offset it by one each, so I'd be at 2 and 4.
Yep.
A little bit
2
of
criminal, or 4 criminal, 2 bear.
So with that, he comes back from his honey fix.
Did you see what I just did? That worked perfectly. What'd I tell you?
I didn't. I don't know how that worked at all.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Yeah, what happened?
Magic.
So,
God.
brothers are taken
Goddamn magic.
care of.
Brothers are taken care of. I think if we move quickly, the guards should be distracted. Looks like you got some good disguises.
Yeah.
Let's go
So
eat some honey.
let's go. Was there some mummy wrappings somewhere?
You don't know.
Okay, so it's probably in that room. So let's go up there and just walk. You know, you do your thing. You know how the Baroness acted, right?
Oh,
Right, exactly. I'll spray her with some of the perfume.
I can't smell.
Huh?
Then I won't be able to smell.
I know, but you need to.
Yeah,
you
none
need-
of you around her are going to be able to smell.
Yeah.
I think it's a
Maybe
price
that'll
we have to pay.
help us to
Yeah, you know
be,
where the honey is.
less enthralled, less like,
That's true.
yeah.
Help you
know.
resist the siren call.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
Sounds
the
good.
useful purpose.
Okay. So yeah, I'll spray her up, and then we'll make our way up.
Okay. So are you waiting a certain amount of time after that, or are you going up while it's the aftermath?
What do you think?
I feel like the sooner the better.
Yeah, do it while they're still distracted and
Yeah.
Well, they're still kind of in disarray.
Yeah, that sounds good. Well, they're just distracted with everything.
what is going on? We need to go check on our sarcophagus.
Just say,
All right,
I'm here to
so-
get ready for the presentation.
As you're headed up, you see you have to stand aside to let a bunch of guys with animal control on their uniforms carrying out a couple of tranquilized bears that look very, very upset. And when you get up to the top of the stairs, you see some medics tending to the injured security personnel, and you see Grizzly Adams there overlooking the scene and just sort of shaking his head like, how the fuck did this happen? Still aggressively chewing his gum and putting his sunglasses on before whipping them off and looking at somebody and then putting them back on and so forth. And so, what's your play here?
Act entitled.
Exactly. You know,
And
exactly. Yeah. And if he recognizes me as the panda from before he's
we have
interacted
passes.
with,
Mhm.
I mean, yeah, like I bought it off Amazon too. Okay, that's my plan.
Okay.
Okay.
So you all roll up like you belong, and you're gonna just try and head back. All right. So you guys head up the escalator in your little entourage, with sort of surrounding the bear baroness here, and as you approach the doors to go in, Adam spies you guys and power walks over to you. What's going on, guys? What are you doing here? We've got a situation. Baroness, that you're in a costume? I wasn't aware you were going to be costumed for this. All right, give me a criminal roll.
All right. Two.
Oh, it's good.
Good.
It's good.
All right,
That's good.
all right, yeah, sure. Sorry to hold you up, Baroness. Sorry to hold you up. We've had a little bit of a situation. We're cleaning it up. It's not going to be a problem. Your waiting room is all set up. Just go back through that door. Third door on the left, the room marked 103. Right. All right. I'm going to go take care of this. And he goes off to see to his men.
I think we should have switched hats. I was thinking that we're I guess it's fine. Really good criminal.
So go ahead and increase your criminal and reduce your bear.
Right, so we're all kind of waltzing back towards.
So you guys, do you go where he suggested, or are you going straight towards the honey room, the kitchen?
Well, let's check out the room. So
See
because
if
there might
there's
be.
what's in there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you head back to her like green room, for lack of a better term, her den. I couldn't resist. And so there is a bear costume there, and there is like a bag full of gauze bandages.
Oh, there we go.
And since Chris ran off, let's stop the recording for a sec and refill drinks. Boom.
All right, so we're in the room, right?
Yep. So you're in the Baroness's den, and you found some champagne on ice. You found a bear costume, and you found a shopping bag full of rolls of gauze.
So none of this is honey. What are we doing here?
Rummage through stuff.
Champagne.
You don't need.
Wrap me up.
Took
Why?
down some of the champagne
I
and.
mean, why?
Is that gonna get us through the door?
Yeah.
All right, let's wrap you up.
All right.
Wrap you up full of gauze. You are now a mummified
Bear.
bear disguised as a mummified bear.
All right.
All right. Yeah. So Gunter is disguised as a guy in a bear suit that has been mummified.
So now I will go in. I will wheel the sarcophagus back to this room. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Where we will proceed to eat all the honey.
Do we have a secret knock? Come up to the door.
We all speak bear. So I'll just say it's me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, do it.
Check.
All right.
Do it.
All right. So they're gonna stay there, and you're going out alone.
Yes.
You can go with the Baroness.
Do you want to come?
I could bring champagne.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in that room that we need? Yeah. And if anyone
Dress
thinks of
up
actually
bear
Sell
costume
it.
because she's a
Yeah.
crazy lady.
Okay.
All right. So you two head out. You head towards the kitchen.
Yep.
Or are you? So do you guys want to time? When do you what do you want to time this for? You could theoretically wait until a certain point.
Yeah. So I think, really, like we're just there to eat the honey,
Mm-hmm.
And we can probably get out.
right?
I mean,
And if we
honey bears.
if I get the honey, wheel it in, and we proceed to eat it,
all of it.
all of it,
Oh, I don't know. What
depending on how
happened.
much honey there is.
Oh.
I mean, if there's more honey, we'll deal with that when the time comes.
Mm-hmm.
But
Too much
if the four of us can just gorge ourselves on the best honey ever and then just leave
I
before
would
5
consider
o'clock.
that mission
Mhm.
accomplished.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think we'll try that.
Okay.
Plan.
So Smokey and Lady Chatterley are going to stay in the Baroness's den. Momo and Gunther are going to go out and try and retrieve the sarcophagus to bring back.
Mhm.
All right. So you guys head over to the kitchen.
Mhm.
There aren't as many guards there as there were before.
Mhm.
Some of them had to be redistributed. And so they stop you. They look at their watches and like, Baroness, you're a little early. Just checking up on the sarcophagus. Yeah, sure. That's fine. They double check your badges and they let you inside. So you go in, the door's shut behind you, an electronic lock clicks, and and what you see there is it's like an industrial kitchen, but it's in the center in the center aisle coming from the door in. You see a large sarcophagus. It's like 8 feet tall. It's strapped to a specialized wheeled dolly so that it can be transported safely. And it looks, I mean, in your expert archaeological opinion,
Bear
it looks
opinion.
old as shit.
Pre.
Okay.
Late antique, early Byzantine.
Yeah, sure, why not? And even though you've got the stink of the Baroness's perfume coming off the fur that you're wearing, you can still smell
You guys just
something
eat all the
coming from
honey,
it.
aren't you? Sorry, guys.
What do you do?
They're bears after all. And you're like, yeah, it's
Sorry.
just bears.
No, I'll go behind the dolly and just start doing as instructed by the Baroness and bring it to the door
Mm-hmm.
and
So you just knock so they can let you out?
Yep.
All right. Yeah, so they open the doors, and they see you wheeling the dolly out, and they look confused.
I point to the door to 103.
We got explicit instructions not to...
And I point to her.
Roll.
All right, so which one of you is taking the lead here?
Well, I was thinking I could do a little distracting and maybe like faint. Maybe they like care a little bit, and then I could pop back up and bear.
Well, you guys tell me what you want to do.
You could wheel it off.
If you bad, then you're not going to partake in the...
Yeah, all right, that's true.
You know what I
I
mean?
do want to partake.
Yeah. Let's try to,
Wheel.
like, yeah,
Just roll some criminal.
Yeah.
criminal our way through.
Okay. I'm a 4 criminal.
Yeah, let's get
So-
on at 3.
Okay. I want a 3.
One
want a
4 lower.
four.
I want a 4 lower. Okay.
Oh,
Shit.
Well, perfect.
Okay.
Great.
So, they're like, we got very explicit instructions. We're not supposed to let the sarcophagus out until the show started, so it can be presented at the show. Hold on, I gotta call this in to Grizzly Adams. So, are you attempting to persuade him from doing what he's doing?
Yeah.
Persuasion.
And I'll start wheeling it backwards.
So you're persuading him that it's nothing to worry about because you're putting it back,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
all right, yeah, I guess you guys can just put it back. That's fine. I mean, because it's supposed to be ready at 5 for the presentation. Yeah, 5 o'clock. That's right, 5 o'clock. Yeah, right, 5 o'clock. Yeah, your watch. Yeah, right. Yeah. So there's a clock right on the wall here. You might want to adjust your watch. I mean, you got a cell phone, right? It gets the time from space.
Oh.
The time's always right in space. So trust space.
I can't do that.
Okay. Yeah. Just wheel it back in. We're good. Okay. So, Momo, subtract 1 criminal and add 1 bear.
Oh, okay.
And let's go back to the room.
3 and 3.
Figure out a way
So
to
let's
get
just
us
wait
in.
till about 4:55, I think.
And then bring it in here.
And
Or you're
then,
gonna have to
You're gonna
wheel it
notice,
out
though.
to the place.
so do we know what's behind on the stage, right?
Is there a way that you can get us into that room? Because you guys can
Can we-
waltz in there pretty easily. We just need to get in the room. And
So
then
maybe at like 4:45, we'll bring them in with us.
No, but if you do that,
can we like put sunglasses on and pretend like we're security?
No.
I think that would work.
Can we open the sarcophagus and then wheel it out and it's empty and they think that they're...
We are in a kitchen,
Oh.
so let's
Put it into some sort of containers.
Yes.
Shove it under
Yeah.
your bear
So let's
outfit.
open it up.
Yes.
put this
So
honey
before you
in
leave,
something else,
Scoop
and then go
the
back to
honey
the room.
into something else and
Yeah.
put it into your...
We'll do that.
Okay, so are you getting everybody else to come help you?
no, you guys
No,
are still
no,
in the
they're
kitchen.
gonna... They're,
us.
they're still in there.
Okay, so you're cracking open the sarcophagus?
Yes.
So they're gonna crack it open, fill
Mhm.
up their containers, and then sneak out with the honey.
Okay.
And keep the sarcophagus there.
Yeah.
Alright, I'd say this is challenging because it's a delicate ancient artifact. And you're going to have to be careful not to, break it apart. So it slams on the
Tear
ground and
off.
attracts the attention of the guards.
Alright.
So whoever's going to do this, give me a criminal roll.
Either one of
Who
you.
has a higher criminal?
I'm 3 and 3. What are you?
I'm 3 and 3.
Okay. I feel lucky.
Nice.
Yes!
Yeah.
Alright!
You did it!
Yeah, so you find, you inspect it carefully, you find a seam where you think it opens
Use my
along.
bear claw.
Yeah, you drag along it with the claw. Yeah, blow out the ancient sand from the joints. and then you find a gigantic ladle and use the handle as a crowbar
Perfect.
to pop it open. And then it's about to fall, and you quickly grab it and set it down as gently as possible.
Uh-huh.
And inside, you see carefully wrapped bundles of wax paper, just like multiple layers of wax paper around small little packets of what you're certain is honey. Because, the nose doesn't lie. It's almost overpowering. How? Almost. Thankfully, you've got something there to, control your bear lust with the smell from the fur.
It's just so bad.
So you guys take these out and you put them in some of the pots in the kitchen, or do you hide them in a cabinet, or what do you guys want to do?
What do you want to do?
Your cloak.
Yeah,
Oh,
stuff
my
it under
big
your
bear
cloak. You
cloak.
guys can just waltz right out.
What's the volume we're talking about? Like
Well, it's 8 feet tall.
It's an 8-foot tall sarcophagus, so it's about, I'd say it's probably 150, 200 pounds worth.
Is there duct work above us?
Oh.
We could sneak in through the duct work above us to the other room.
I'm not sure we could do it, though, because we're pretty heavy.
Oh no!
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a big convention center. Okay, the ducks are huge.
Huge ducks. Okay, alright.
This isn't I'll warn you, this isn't a movie starring Bruce Willis. You guys aren't going to fit through these ducks.
That would work so well.
The suction cups.
Okay, never mind.
How many containers are we talking about? What do we have around us?
Okay, so
Should
I'd
we
say
hide it
the
in the
individual
kitchen?
container is probably about 1 foot square.
You still have a purse. How big is that? How much can you jam into that? How much can you jam under your...
That's not enough.
Maybe put it in our hats. 10-gallon? Oh no.
Oh yeah,
I got
put
rid of
some
the
in your
10
hat. Yeah.
Maybe
You have a
just
big
store it in the
cowboy
kitchen.
hat.
Put it in the
Well,
kitchen.
bring as
and
much
then
out because you
take
gotta...
our...
And then once
bear
I
people
bring it
with us.
out, right?
Mm-hmm.
You guys go in as it's being wheeled
No,
out.
I still think you should sneak it out into the room and we should just eat now. And avoid all that. You could carry enough to fill our tummies, I bet.
Yeah, but we can't carry it in front of all the guards that are out there.
We'll jam a bunch in your purse.
I don't have a purse. I'm a
Yeah.
mummy.
No,
You
but
still
you're
have the bag.
You still have her
No,
bag.
I
You're
don't.
the bag boy.
No, I don't, because I'm on the
Then
mummy.
she has her bag. Somebody has a bag.
She probably has a bag, but you can't fit all
Well,
that.
if somebody doesn't have a bag, you could do a flashback.
I was also thinking maybe we could take the honey and make a sculpture, wrap it in your mummy wrappings.
Figure out a way to sneak the honey out.
Because
Because they don't care about... They're not looking for the honey. They're looking for the sarcophagus.
So, what do we have in this kitchen? Is there like any sort of like wheelable trays?
Yeah, there's a couple of carts.
Yeah, so like
That they
can
use
we
for,
just
like,
take the
table
stuff and
service
just
or
throw it on a cart.
Yeah, and then just put like some food on there and be like, oh, we're bringing this back because we're hungry. I don't know.
Yeah, I think you would have to succeed in a criminal roll to
Make it past.
make it pass. But yeah,
Okay, so let's
You could do
stack
that.
up carts with the honey, close it back up, and then, put a nice white cloth over it and wheel it back to your room because you get really hungry after all that champagne.
always.
Exactly.
What's your criminal now?
Are you particular about
Is it 4?
3 and 3.
3
Or
and
did
3?
it go up after that last roll, or was that just like a...
No, that was a
Check.
No, that was
no,
a
you failed. You
Oh, I
went
don't-
from 4 down to 3, right?
No, she
I
just
just
rolled
rolled
a
a
two.
She rolled a 2 and
Oh.
succeeded something.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yes, I'm sorry. Yes, so your criminal goes up.
Okay, so,
So
I'm
you
a
would roll the
4.
criminal again
Okay.
because you're better. Because I'm 3
Yeah,
right now. So.
Okay, so what number
So
do
let's
I
do
want?
that. We're
Four
gonna do that.
Or
All right, so you're gonna set it up and wheel it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I am.
Okay.
This is gonna happen. 3.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So,
Do I change it again?
Yep.
Do I
yeah,
you're
you're going to go up to
Yeah.
5 criminal now.
Now you need to eat a lot of honey.
Oh.
Fortunately. All right, so you pack up all the little packets of honey onto a cart. Most of it goes below, but you had little like serving trays with the cover that goes over them to conceal the rest, and then you put a cloth over the cart to conceal everything that's on the bottom level, and then you knock on the door, you wheel it out past the guards, and they look a little jealous that you're getting grub and they're not, but they see the sarcophagus is still there, so they don't give a shit.
I could give them the champagne.
Yeah, so that's how you get them to not pay attention, is you just
Yeah.
hand off the champagne, and they're like,
Sweet.
yeah, thank you. And they let you go about your business. So you guys head back to the Baroness's den.
It's the honey.
So what's the play from here, guys?
I'm gonna eat
We're gonna
some of
eat
this honey.
until we're ready to bomb it, and then we're gonna just be like,
I think 4
Let's
bears
just-
can eat 200 pounds of honey. 50 pounds of honey each. Let's go.
Just eat it.
just eat it, rip through it.
Well,
Yeah.
let's have a little now, and then
Are there any
Bring the
windows
rest
in the
home.
den? Is it? Oh, it's
Yeah.
complete. Okay.
We're eating
can
honey
we?
as much as we can.
I mean,
Fit
if
in
I
our
could
stuff.
just fit some of this in a couple bags that I have here, whoop.
Where
If I could just walk out with this, I feel I'm set to go as long as nobody catches us on the way out. Am I right?
I could
Okay,
eat
so
a
I
little
think
honey now.
we'll
and-
probably all stuff our faces with the honey. How much will be left over?
So you guys want to have some now and carry the rest out?
Yeah, I want to change this
Yeah.
little score and have some honey. Can I do that?
Yeah.
So this
Yeah.
is potent stuff.
Are we gonna just like take a nap
Oh.
afterwards?
Or it's the world gonna change a little bit?
Are we gonna go up like?
We're gonna
2?
trip out from this ancient honey.
Yeah, right. You're overdosed on honey.
I'm
Oh, I know.
definitely having some.
All right, so you're cracking into one of those
I'm
packets?
cracking into
I'm
one
gonna
of
see what
those
happens to him.
might-
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna watch.
All right, Canary.
Let's-
So go ahead and give me a bear roll.
My bear is only 2.
That's crazy.
My bear's a little high.
4.
So this is actually a roll you wanted to fail
Good.
There you go.
Excellent.
because you needed to keep your cool, or you would have been
would've-
riding off to Bearvana.
Wow.
So it's easily the most exquisite honey you've ever tasted. And, you get a glimpse of the complete nature of the universe and how you are one with it, and every strand of being connects each life to another life in perfect harmony, like the ultimate symphony of being.
Peace, no rage.
And then you're back in the den.
That was the best honey I have ever had. We need to take this and go now. If you have some of this, and I almost lost control. Like,
Alright.
I almost
Let's
just
get
ran
this
out of
outta
here
here.
as a bear, and I probably would have gotten taken away by animal control or something. So we gotta...
Bring this back to the woods and go crazy.
Maybe you can have a little bit if you really think you need it, but I would just... we gotta pack this up and go.
Maybe we should perfume up.
For your own safety.
For our own safety. Spray that stuff on.
All right.
Let's get
So
outta here.
what's your exfiltration plan?
Well,
Are you just gonna get an Uber?
Saving that one.
Yeah. No, actually, I just came up with that one like 2 minutes ago,
Somebody
but
call
I had to
Uber.
use it. I could not use it.
I think we'll use the cart, take the elevator down,
Oh, service elevator?
service
No.
elevator.
Is there
If
that?
there,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, I'm sure there is. Yeah.
And then with the cart, and then wheel out through the back.
Just go for a walk.
The FedEx entrance?
Sure.
Or the
Very
other.
long walk?
No,
Either
we don't
or,
have
it
to
doesn't
go-
matter. Yeah, let's just go down and whatever goodie bags they have at the exit.
Oh
You
yeah.
know?
Don't want to miss out on the swag
Swag.
bags.
Yeah, like exactly. We'll just dump that shit out and put the honey in those.
Perfect.
That works.
Yeah.
Divvy it up and.
I don't see a need
we'll
for any
flop
more
it up.
rolls. You guys have
Paradise.
killed it. You make it out with your prize. You get back to the woods. I don't know if you split up or you go as a group, but you all meet back up in the woods. Are you guys retiring from here, or are you moving on to bigger and better heists?
I think I am retired, aren't I?
You're
You
retired.
were retired.
We're retired. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
You're back in the
was
game now.
retired.
I'm gonna enjoy this honey first,
Yeah, I'm not thinking of anything
and then
else.
when it's time for more honey, we'll see where life takes me.
Where the
But for
honey
now,
trail takes
Exactly.
us.
Yep.
we'll see you for Ocean's
Into
12.
Devour.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Excellent.
All right. That was awesome, guys. That was really fun.
That was
That
really
was
fun.
Good game. Good job, guys.
That's crazy. That's
We
fun.
got our honey.
Oh my god.
That was
Honey
nice.
Yeah, so some of the stuff you guys didn't get to see. Mr. Clawley's full name was Ferguson Clawley. I don't want you to miss out on any of these fucking awful jokes.
Yes.
There were a bunch of event or exposition hall places. Bruin Gold, Bare Necessities, the NRA. Beep Boop wasn't very good, but I figured you guys maybe could steal a drone and do something with that.
Yeah,
yeah,
there's
very
like
fun.
so many things around.
Right?
Or bear sensors.
Yeah,
Sensors.
maybe doing something with sensors so that you could track the
Yep.
Dipper Brothers.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You walked right past that. And you're like, nope, third floor. Window.
No, I mean this.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
like
there's so
I
many
tried to put enough
options.
stuff in there that you guys could
Definitely.
do whatever. And
Yeah.
you guys didn't really explore the panels, but I came up with like 6
Panels.
ones. We had pausing to consider careful honey investments in a bear market. Sweet tech, don't hibernate on these new beekeeping techniques. Barriers to entry, overcoming the challenges of being a new beekeeper. You guys walked into Unburying the Past, which was the only one that would actually give you any information on the heist
Perfect.
just by random
It
luck.
worked out very well.
Pandering to your base, how to adjust your products to find a niche market. And this one was laser targeted at Chris. I'll have the Behringer, honey as a wine additive.
The Behringer, please.
And yeah, so you guys got to see pretty much everything else. That was really fun.
That was awesome.
That was
Yeah, it was a good time.
Good game. That was
Um,
fun.
That was good.
Yeah. All right.
Hey.